Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see. Let's kick it off. Jaycee Horn moving into the slot is not simply a position change. It could change what the quarterback sees, how the protection reacts, and how long Carolina's front four has to win. Carolina still has to answer the hardest question. Can the secondary become a legitimate pressure weapon, or are the Panthers trying to cover for a defensive front that has not proven it can consistently win with four rushers? Today, we are breaking down what Horn's expanded role can unlock, what Jaelan Phillips and the defensive front must prove without Nic Scourton, and how Brad Idzik can replace Chris Brazzell's projected responsibilities through formations and personnel instead of forcing one receiver to imitate him. Let's get to the facts. All right, good morning. This is the Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as the Couch Scout Extraordinaire and Pastor Trenches. Let's shake a little honey from the tree. All right. So, what we have here before we enter the main discussion, we have one major injury update and two related receiver transactions. Rookie wide receiver Chris Brazzell II will miss the 2026 season. The Panthers announced that he will undergo season-ending surgery on the collateral ligament in his left knee and be placed on injured reserve. Brazzell was injured during a 7-on-7 drill in Wednesday's practice. First and foremost, that is unfortunate for Brazzell. He loses a valuable developmental season, and Carolina loses a young receiver who was competing to earn an offensive role. The Panthers also signed veteran wide receiver Casey Washington and Gabriel Benyard this week. Washington spent the previous two seasons with Atlanta. Benyard is an undrafted rookie from Kennesaw State. Those additions restore practice and roster depth. They do not automatically determine how Brazzell's projected offensive responsibilities will be distributed. We will not turn this into another receiver ranking debate. We already discussed the individual candidates and what each player could provide. Today's offensive question is different. How can Brad Idzik use personnel, formations, movement, and route distribution to replace the work instead of asking one receiver to imitate Brazzell? We will address that during the second half of the show. First, we begin with the defensive experiment that could change how Carolina attacks the quarterback. All right, and while I'm doing that, let me bring up my boy, Popping Bullets. Popping, what's happening?
What's going on, man? What's up? How you?
Man, I can't call it, man. It's feeling good this morning. Feeling good. Are you ready for Fan Fest this evening? Are you going?
Man, I'm debating, man. I've been working a lot of hours, man, and I'm tired. I feel like I ain't even seen my family. So I'm debating whether if I'm gonna go. But I usually go to every one of them. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get started with the first half, and you see the topic for the day. For the first topic of the day is, can the secondary become a pressure weapon? All right. So I'm gonna start with the facts first. Jaycee Horn is taking meaningful training camp snaps in a hybrid nickel and slot role. Horn has primarily established himself as a boundary corner, but Carolina wants to expand what he can do within Ejiro Evero's defense. This is not Horn's first experience inside. He played some slot corner in South Carolina and logged 135 slot snaps for Carolina during the 2022 season. Horn also has previous experience blitzing from the secondary. He recorded 2 sacks on corner blitzes during the 2024 season. Moving Horn inside does not mean Carolina is permanently changing his position. Shaw Smith-Wade and Corey Thornton remain part of the nickel picture. Mike Jackson remains an established outside option, while rookie Will Lee III has received outside work when Horn moves inside. This is about flexibility, not removing Horn from the position where he has already proven himself. So let's put it in context a little bit. The closer Horn moves to the football, the more ways Evero can use him. From the slot, he can threaten pressure without actually blitzing, forcing the offense to account for him pre-snap. That alone can change protection calls and the quarterback's timing. Evero can then drop him into coverage or rotate him post-snap, keeping the offense guessing and disguising where pressure is coming from. But the nickel role is demanding. Horn has to handle motion, coverage, changes, run support, and multiple responsibilities depending on the play. The real question isn't his athletic ability, it's whether he can handle that full workload while still elevating the defense without weakening the outside corners. All right. So let me also welcome to the stage old gray beard himself, Tip Drill Will Robinson. What's going on, Will?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, good morning, everybody.
Want to
Good
will?
morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna start the first debate question off, and Poppin, since you was here first, you can go first. Can Carolina turn Jaycee Horn and his secondary versatility into a genuine pressure weapon?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I mean, with this amount of time that he's allotted being in the NFL, I think this is something that he takes on willingly. Um, I've heard him talk about how being out there on the back by himself gets kind of boring. So get him to be more involved in the game, take more of that leadership role. I mean, and then that's also it's a flex in a way if you think about it of how you could use it. Not too many wide receivers really want to go up with Jaycee Horn. That's just not a fun day. So yeah, I agree. I think
Okay.
they can.
Will, what you got?
Yes, I believe he can. Um, I'm glad that we're even having this conversation because, last season this wasn't even something up for discussion. When you look at the way we was playing from the boundary and field side and boundary side of the field, Jaycee Horn
Yeah.
wasn't traveling. I believe Jaycee Horn can do this. I mean, it's just like he said, he was doing it some um, when he first got to Carolina, but this is a different system. And if Ejiro is going to employ him this way, I believe that Ejiro can get in his bag, and we could really have something special on that back half. If Jaycee Horn is traveling with the number one, that could prove to be significant change to our entire team, you know, of how people
Right.
even view us. I mean, I'm not talking about the NFL. I'm just talking about the way offenses have to plan against our defense.
Right. Right. Um, I agree with you. I think it adds to the adds more versatility to the defense by moving him inside to the slot. I mean, there's things that he can affect the offense from being in the slot, like I just mentioned earlier, change the protection call. You don't know whether he's coming or going, whether he's playing, zone or man coverage, whether it's on the tight end or the slot receiver, anything like that. But I also think it also presents a matchup problem week to week, depending who we're playing and who the number one receiver is. Um, if it's someone like, let's just take the Cowboys for instance, that like to move CD Lamb into the slot a lot. Well, if that's the case, then I can see where Jaycee Horn travels with CD Lamb and plays him in the slot, right? Or you take someone like New Orleans with Chris Olave, who primarily plays on the outside. I can see him for that week, for that game, where he's primarily playing his usual spot, in the boundary, you know. But also I like it also because if he's in the slot and you have Will Lee playing, the boundary, what happens when you move Jaycee Horn back out to the boundary? Can Will Lee play inside in the slot? without having to change your personnel. You're just changing pieces on the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not bringing in any additional pieces, from the sidelines. So whatever your starting 11 is, you can continue with that starting 11, and the pieces can be interchangeable, depending on the play call and who we're playing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes it almost like you don't have to take anybody off the field.
Right, right,
You just switch
right.
them around.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I like it. I like it a lot, man.
That's what
I
I think it's what people been asking for, Will.
I think that's what we've been asking for too. My question is, I mean, do we think that it's feasible that this is what they're going to employ, or this is just something they're tinkering with?
Well, I think that from listening to Jaycee Horn talk about it, also listening to what Dave Canales has said throughout the offseason, they do want to play him more in the slot. I think Jaycee Horn has probably been asking to move, to travel with the number one wide receiver, things of that nature. So we don't know exactly how it's going to be deployed, how much he's going to play inside. If when he's playing inside, who's going to be the outside receiver? I think they're hoping that it's Will Lee. I think he's going to be kind of thrown into the fire early, and kind of see what he got. That's why I think this preseason is so important for someone like Will Lee. So you kind of see and know what you have before week one starts. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get an idea of what you can and what you can't do. What personnel can you be, more successful with in certain packages and things like that. So yeah, this is a big time for Will Lee, and a lot of people um he's not being covered a whole lot like he was initially when he got drafted. We talked about Will Lee, um, pretty much, praising the Panthers for going ahead and selecting the corner, adding depth to that corner room. Um, I know he came out talking real greasy, talking about he's a man-to-man corner. Now, what I've seen on highlights from camp, yeah, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be writing checks your ass can't cash. So but that's to be expected. You expect to see rookies get that work just like any other rookie, whether it's offense or defense. It's a learning curve. These this is a whole nother level than where he played at in college. Just you want to see him be able to be counted on. Now, how good he's going to be, don't none of us know, but you still want to see that he can be counted on. So we can use these different packages and use Jaycee Horn in a way that is advantageous for us. All right. So Will, speaking of Will Lee, can Mike Jackson, Will Lee, and the other outside corners keep the boundaries stable when Horn moves inside? How you feel about that?
Yes. Mike Jack has shown us confidence, man. I mean, has shown us that I mean, the assignments that he's been given, that he can do it.
Right.
So if they feel that he can do that particular thing, I have no doubt Mike Jack will make it work. I mean, just based off of like his attitude when he was up when he was up giving his uh I wouldn't say his speech, but when he was at the podium and he was saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, if I play like I played, if I played like I practiced today, I ain't never getting a contract." You know what I mean? So he
Right.
has that kind of mentality. He has a
The self
he has
awareness.
he's self-aware, and he has a fighter and a warrior's mentality. He knows what he has to do and when he has to do it, and he knows that things are depending on him to accomplish what he needs to accomplish. So that
Right.
now, does he have this now? That speaks to his mental. Now, does his skills translate? Um, at the boundary, uh, probably I would give the safety help to Will Lee, right?
Right.
Um,
Right.
and I would have to trust Mike Jack on that outside. But which I think is going to be something that he can do, because I don't think too many people going to test him the way they've been testing him forever. Like, they've been testing him all last year. They tested him and he made them pay for it. So they got the scouting
Yeah, that's
report on him.
facts.
They got the scouting
Yeah, that's
report on him.
facts.
So I think that it'll work out for him. So the answer, all of that being said, that was a long way of saying yes. I think that is something that can be accomplished.
Hey,
I
I
had to
expect
land the plane.
I expect nothing less. Poppin', what you got?
Man, I think he hit the nail right on the head with that one. I have no doubts what Mike Jack can do. Uh, he's y'all got to remember, at one point we didn't have our number one corner, and you wouldn't have never looked the way how Mike Jack played, because he just stepped up.
You cutting in and out. You cutting in and out.
Oh, okay, I might be in a bad area. What about now?
Go ahead.
So I have no doubts with Mike Jack. We were down on the one corner at one point, at a couple times in games, because Mike Jack just stepped up. So
Yeah,
him
Poppin',
playing.
you cutting out. I can't understand what you're saying. Can you understand him, Will?
No, I can't understand. He's cutting it out.
All right.
All right, Poppin'. Yeah, let me know when you come back.
All right.
All right. Hey, Will, let me ask you this other question then real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does the added communication, meaning the run fit and traffic responsibility, do you think it create too much risk for one of Carolina's most important defenders?
Ask that one more time.
Does the added communication, run fit, and traffic responsibility create too much risk for one of Carolina's most important defenders? Meaning that there's too much responsibility on Jaycee playing the inside and having also the responsibility of playing the boundary.
No, I don't think so. I think with time and repetition, I mean, Jaycee Horn has a high football IQ. I mean, you can tell by the
Right.
way he plays on the boundary. So just like with anything, it's going to take time. You got to get reps and sets and run fits and all that stuff to be able to make it all work. But no, I don't think that it's too much of a responsibility for 8-ball at all. I just think that if you're going to give them the assignment, you can't just give them the assignment week 6 of the season and we haven't installed this at all in training camp. We are now reacting to some breakdown in our system. You know what I mean?
Right.
It has to be deliberate.
Right. Well, because the reason why I asked that question, because playing inside in the slot, it's a different game than it is out on the on the boundary, anything like that. Because you have to be a willing tackler. That's number one.
Right.
You have to be able to help the front seven in those run fit responsibilities. You
Right.
know, um, he does have the ability to blitz from there. He's a great blitzer, as a matter of fact. And I hope we're able to see more of it this year than we have in previous years. So yeah, he definitely has a size. He's a big body corner that can also play inside and outside. So that's the added benefit of him doing it as opposed to say a Shaw Smith Wade. You know what I mean? Like Shaw Smith
Yes.
Wade definitely has quickness, but he don't have the height nor the size like a Jaycee Horn does. You know,
Or the
so
skill set.
that's a difference. Say again.
Or the skill set that Horn's on.
Right. Yeah. So that in itself is definitely a difference when it comes to that. Popping you back.
Mhm.
Yeah, am I clear?
Say it again.
Am I clear?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are right this minute. So let me ask you that first question I was asking you earlier. Can
Yeah,
Mike Jackson, Will Lee, and the other outside corners keep the boundary stable when JC moves inside?
I believe so. I mean, I believe any of the other corners that have now joined Mike Jack and Jaycee Horn, they're in probably the best positions out of all the rookies. I mean, you literally got two veteran guys who are super solid that you can learn from and pick their brain to put you in the right situations uh, while watching tape and while on the field and while sitting on the bench. So, I mean, Will Lee's, he's in such a great situation out of any rookie that I believe that came to the team. I think they'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And does the added communication, run fit, and traffic responsibility create too much risk for one of Carolina's most important defenders? Talking about Jaycee Horn.
No, because I think that's what he wants to do. I mean, we mentioned it earlier. I mean, he's been clamoring, and we, as fans, been talking about, him taking on the number one, moving him around. With that being said, the communication, he has to know that he has to be the one to communicate. So if you put yourself in that situation, you're beating down the door like, hey, this is what I want to do. Blah, 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 blah. It comes with the territory. You have to be able to communicate effectively. And so, I mean, I think he'll do it. He's a talker. Like that. He talks a lot of ish. And he backs it up too. So I mean, hey, this is we
Yeah.
welcome it.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. He will talk his mess. Let me say that. Let me throw this poll up real quick. So the first poll for the day: can Carolina secondary become a true pressure weapon? Number one is yes. Horn movement changes defense. 2 said helps, but front 4 decides it. Number 3 is Evero disguise and timing are key. And number 4 is too early, need preseason proof. So you can press 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments, and the poll will automatically tabulate your answer, and we will check back in it. We will check back on it in a few minutes. All right. So I'll leave that up there for a few minutes. And I know if you're watching on your phone, it kind of covers up our faces. I cannot adjust the poll on that side if you're watching from your phone. So just bear with us. You can't see, you don't need to see the avatars no way, as long as you can see the graphics. All right. Press 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll greatly appreciate it. Okay. So let me get to some of the comments real quick that we didn't mention this morning. While you guys do that, Tebow C. Panther said, good morning, LTT. What's good, Tebow? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me since y'all are in here now. Damian Carter said, good morning, guys. Good morning, Damian. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me. All right. Still Matic G Honda with the muscle. Appreciate you still Matic. Hit that like button for me. Jonte Rogers said, good morning, Tony and panel. Good morning, Jonte. Thank you for tapping in this morning, my guy. Still mad with the laughing emojis at Poppin. He says, Poppin, stop capping, bro. All the Bryce cap. Yeah. Yeah, Poppin. Cut it out.
I ain't said nothing about Bryce. What you talking about?
Yes, you did. You said about 5 times. Brokey said Horn needs to know that Olave just signed a big 4-year contract. Don't nobody care about that, Broski. We do not care. But shout out to Olave for getting this money. Thank you for tapping in this morning. Yeah, nobody care about that. Yeah, appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button for me. And he also said, good morning, Tony. All right. Samuel, West Virginia, said Conk 451. Don't know who that is. Said go Kenny. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. I appreciate that. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, make sure you do that as well. Turn those post notification bell, select all, so you'll be made aware when I go live, which is Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. D-Cash said, Tony, wait, what's going on, D-Cash? Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Big Tight. So what's up, Tony 100? What's going on, Big Tight? Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me, fellas. What you say, Poppy?
Little loose. Ain't that what they call it? Little loose.
Hell, I don't know. Don't start me lying. And G said, Fan Fest today. Let's go already. And G said, from the highlights I've seen, Will Lee been having a tough camp, getting beat on a lot of snaps. Yes, he has. All right. Broski said there's a box safety aspect to playing nickel in today's league. Obviously, you need to be a cover corner, a cover like a QB, but you need to support the run as well as have the ability to blitz. That is fact. Broski said, I think Horn is strictly an outside cornerback. That is not factual, but I get you. Aunt G said, Will Lee got to show me more. I'm not sold yet. I'm with you on that one, Aunt G. I am not sold yet. All right, Broski said Horn won't be traveling with the lottery because Saints drafted Jordan Tyson, who has the potential to be a number 1 wide receiver. Well, we don't know that, Broski. You don't know that.
And that would mean that he would travel more frequently. Yeah. Depending on the packages and the situation. Like why would okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And G said, I'd much rather have the combination with Corey Thornton instead of Will Lee. I get it, but if Horn is on the inside, then who's playing the other outside corner? Who's playing the boundary corner? You got to have 3 cornerbacks out there. You know, Corey Thornton is strictly primarily a slot. So, yeah, I ain't going to go too deep in that. Bloody said, good morning, keep pounding in the competition, fella. Oh, good morning, keep pounding the competition, fellas. What's going on, Bloody? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button for me. Broski said Horn having nightmares about Olave. You know he is. Well, no, I don't know that.
No.
I ain't gonna let you put that out for me. I don't know that. Yeah.
It's just
Bloody said, what up, shell casing? Who is Bloody calling shell casing? Oh, you talking to Poppy? And King James 864 said, good morning, Panthers Nation. Keep pounding what you know about it. Good afternoon, Low Tone Tony. What's going on, King James? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Good morning to Cyburn21 as well. And you guys, make sure y'all hit 1, 2, 3, 4 for the poll, because I am about to close the poll so we can keep it moving. All right. Let's see, give it a few more minutes. And matter of fact, if you are enjoying the football conversation, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel like I just mentioned. Share with another Panthers fan who enjoys facts first, football smart discussion. And also make sure you share it with family and friends as well. All right. Gerald Sticks said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gerald Sticks. Appreciate you for tapping in. Tyrone said, what did I miss about Will Lee? Is he having a bad camp so far? I would say he's having a rookie camp. Yeah.
Rookie camp.
Yeah. He's taking his lumps. He's gonna take his lumps this preseason. there's nothing happening to him right now that I wouldn't expect to be happening. So it's a learning curve. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. And they say Horn taking more snaps in the slot. It looks that way. It looks that way. He's more of a slot than outside. Mister Mr. Big Wall said Broski just feel that belt getting closer. He's trying to put some doubt in the air. Don't fall for it, Panther Nation. Already, Mr.
Yeah,
Big Wall. Appreciate you for tapping
already,
in. Ain't nobody falling for
already.
that Broski mess. Yeah.
But that banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, banana in the tailpipe. And G said he struggled with George Pickens. Mm, I mean, everybody struggled against George Pickens in that
I,
game.
I,
Yeah, everybody
yeah.
struggled with George Pickens. So let me
Well,
stop the
Mike Jack was the
poll.
one that Mike Jack was the one was getting cooked the most, and then he had to go and cover George Pickens on the last couple of series on that
Yeah.
drive in that game.
So the poll was, can Carolina secondary become a true pressure weapon? 67% chose one. Yes, Horn movement changes defense. Number 2 and number 4 were the same at 17%. Helps, but front four decides it, and too early need preseason proof. Okay. All right. So that's it for the first poll. Okay. And also don't forget that Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is part of Carolina Armchair GM Network. All the social media and channel links are in the YouTube description. Okay, so we're going to return to football. If Horn in the secondary can make the quarterback hesitate, who takes advantage of the additional time? Right? Who takes who takes advantage of the additional time? Sorry, I got tongue tied there. Because eventually somebody in the front four still has to win. All right? Somebody in the front four still has to win. So the next graph that you see here is Derrick Brown and JJ Phillips. Jason Phillips. Yeah, aka JJ. All right. Carolina recorded, let's start with the facts. Carolina recorded 30 defensive sacks during the 2025 regular season. That lack of consistent pressure was one of the clearest weaknesses the Panthers needed to address during the offseason. Carolina added Jaelan Phillips to strengthen the edge position. Phillips was expected to work opposite Nic Scourton, but Scourton tore his ACL during the first practice of training camp and was placed on injury reserve. The current pressure group includes Jaelan Phillips, Derrick Brown, Patrick Jones II, Princely Umami, Cam Gill, Travis Gibson, Thomas Incoom, and the remaining defensive line rotation. The personnel has changed, but the requirements has not. Carolina must affect the quarterback without depending on the extra rusher on every important passing down. So put it in context, winning with 4 doesn't require a sack on every play. Pressure is more than sacks. It's collapsing the pocket, forcing off-platform throws, speeding up reads, and limiting escape lanes. That's where Horn's role matters. If the secondary creates hesitation, the rush has more time. If the rush gets home quickly, the secondary isn't exposed in long coverage. Both units depend on each other. But if 4-man pressure doesn't consistently work, Evero has to blitz more, and that removes coverage defenders, opening quick throws and matchups. Blitzing is easier to plan. Blitzing is easier to plan against the unpredictable pressure. The goal isn't to avoid pressure packages; it's to make them a weapon, not a necessity. All right. So, Will, you can go first this time. I asked you the question: can Carolina 4-man rush generate enough consistent pressure to make Evero's coverage disguise sustainable?
Yes. Um, Especially if he has the right combination on the field. Well, of course, he will set the right combination on the field for that down. So I think we have what we
Mm-hmm.
need, because people, the first thing they think about is, Scourton going down. But insert Pat Jones, I think will give you the same level of productivity, if not more than Scourton gave you last season.
Right.
So with that being said, and with bringing in Phillips and Derrick Brown on the field, collapsing that pocket, I think we have what we need in order to accomplish what we want to accomplish.
Okay. All right. Poppin', what you got?
Yeah, it's all depending on the scenario, the distance, and things of that nature. Who we're playing against, but I mean, just going off of just what we have, I think absolutely. I mean, I think that you have so many ways that you can move these guys around, but I mean, from what we have on the roster and according to the talent that we have, yeah, it should be no problems. If it don't, we're gonna have a problem. That's the ultimate thing. I'm wondering. We need to see some results.
Well, what kind of problems you think we're gonna have?
I just don't want to just see pressure, but I don't want to talk about that.
What you mean you don't want to see? Well, explain. What you mean you don't want to see pressure?
I know. I just don't want to just see pressure. I want to see all of it: pressure, sacks, turnovers, all of it. The whole
Okay,
thing.
okay. Yeah, I got you. I feel you. So Papa, you go first. Beyond the sack totals, which forms of disruption would demonstrate that the 4-man rush is moving quarterbacks off schedule?
Is moving off schedule or moving on schedule as far as like success rate, or are you talking about
moving quarterbacks off schedule?
Oh, out of 1,
Got
2,
him
3.
tongue tied, Will. Got him tongue tied.
I'm over here.
Come
Come on, Papa. You sound like you're fighting for your life. Come on now.
I'm tagging you in, Will. Go ahead and answer that for me, Will. I'm trying to pump this diesel.
Now ain't that something popping? Ain't that something? Now, Tony, can you repeat that in the form of a question?
That you know what? That was a question, sir. But I will repeat it again. Beyond sack totals, which forms of disruption would demonstrate that the 4-man rush is moving quarterbacks off schedule?
Hurried throws. They got to get rid of that ball. They run out of pocket and hurry throws. That really will take a lot of pressure off of the secondary. That would take the secondary doesn't have to cover as long. So, for example,
Right.
if people are sitting up there saying, "Oh, they're not getting home," but if they're not getting home because you got Caleb Williams rolling out whole game, throwing off platform, errant throws, missed throws, thrown out of bounds, that's a loss of a down. That is a loss of a down, and we need that. So instead of it being second and 16 because of a sack, is 2nd and 10 because he had to throw the ball away. I'll take that too. I will take that too.
Got you. All right, Papa, you ready for the question?
I don't know why it sounds different once you repeat it the second time. I don't know, doing multiple things at one time. Yeah, I don't want to take what Will said, but I will say, the incompletions. But not only that, let's talk about. Well, we ain't got to talk about, but I'm gonna say, while seeing the quarterback get flustered, now that he's being disrupted and everything is he's not able to get into his rhythm. You seeing his body language. Those are also things that I would like to see too. Are we getting underneath the skin of the quarterbacks? Are we playing mind games with them where it's throwing off the game? That it's just working for us in our favor. That's another thing that will show you as well.
Yeah. That's true. All those things, like there's a number of things that you can say that that can demonstrate that the 4-man pressure is getting home, right? There's a number of things that you can say, and I think it's all those things that pressure creates. You know, whichever one it creates the most, I don't know. I just want to see it create something. I just don't want to see quarterbacks sitting back in the pocket, you know, 6-7 seconds with all the time in the world to throw, and nothing is happening. You know, that's what I want to see. I mean, that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see a quarterback doing that. So yeah, the pressure turn into sacks. That is great. That's perfect. But like I stated before, and I will always say it, consistent pressure. Give me consistent pressure all day, and it would generate what it's going to generate, whether it be sacks, um, incomplete passes, interceptions, fumbles, whatever the case may be. But the pressure has to get there. The pressure is the disruption to the offense, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the pressure disrupt the offense on a consistent basis. Um,
You know you're
okay,
triggering
Poppy, you
Broski. You know you're triggering Broski. You know, 'cause those are empty calories
yeah,
according to him.
he'll be all right. He will be all right. I promise you. Yeah. So, Popping, can Carolina defend the run well enough on early downs to consistently create favorable pass rush situations? Do you think we'll be able to defend the run well this season? I think that was an easy enough question. Straightforward. Popping, talking to you, dog.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting bad connection. Yeah, I
Oh,
think the
okay.
run game will uh will definitely be better. Um, all our corners are physical. That's what I do love about them. All of them can hit. Now, could Jaycee Horn wrap up a little bit better? Yeah, I think he knows that he's a physical guy.
Y'all talk about
Okay,
me
yeah.
driving through butt crack, South Carolina. I just want to make sure y'all know.
The rest of them.
Ain't nobody said. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Hey, Poppin, we lost you.
But yeah,
Poppin, we lost you. We didn't hear what you said. Go ahead, Will. You answer the question.
Yeah. So, I believe that yes, our run defense will be well. Most people don't realize, Phillips set the edge really well. Um, and Pat Jones has never had a problem setting the edge. I just don't know how, hopefully he's 100% from his injury. That was a really significant injury he had last year. I didn't know. No one knew how bad it was, but it was significant. Um, they, obviously, we got the best, you know, defensive interior linemen in the NFL on our roster. I don't care what nobody say. Argue with your mama on that one. Okay. So you uh
you,
so
you
with
you said the
all
best. You said defensive line. You talking about Derrick Brown?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
he,
Go ahead.
he's the best. Y'all argue with your mama on that one. You can tell me, you can call, tell Sexy Dexy, you can, all those names are cool. All of them names are cool. Whatever y'all want to say. See, I'm getting warmed up because
Oh God.
I just finished packing my bag to go to Fan Fest. So I'm my motor getting going. I'm trying to pull the reins back because you are the guy that brings me down, give me the analytics, have me think through things. I'm a fanboy.
Yeah.
Derek, So the answer to this question is absolutely yes. We will be able to stop the run, set the edge, boundary corners, being able to come up and make plays. And we got and we sitting with a big, you know what I call Moreg?
What's that?
The big joker.
Big Joker?
Trump card, baby. Trump card. Moreg is playing all
Yeah.
over the field. So I'm just making sure that we understand that I think that we are well conditioned to stop the run. And what makes me nervous about us having this conversation right now, everything about this conversation is positive. It's almost, I mean, of course, we got holes, but I think we could paper over those holes. I think we could scheme around those challenges that we have. It's making me nervous because it's starting to see why people have expectations. And
So what?
that makes me nervous.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the addition of Lee Hunter and what does he bring to the table, and will his presence um help further unlock Derrick Brown to be the monster that we know he can be? Because we've seen it before, and we've seen it with Ashawn Robinson playing,
Mhm.
opposite of Derrick Brown. He's going
Mhm.
now. Now you bring in Lee Hunter.
Right.
People already know I've had my reservations. I'm holding out reservations on Lee Hunter. I got to see it at this level. But what's your take on Lee Hunter, and do you see it being as a benefit for Derrick Brown to have him on the opposite side?
Um, well, I think I look at it as a reverse. Lee Hunter is benefiting from Derrick Brown being on his opposite side. The true fact
Mm,
is, can he capitalize on what Derrick Brown is going to offer him on that defensive line? He should get plenty of one-on-one matchups. Because when you got big Bobby Brown in there and Derrick Brown, oh, you the one getting the one-on-one matchup, Rook.
yeah.
So you got to beat your man and you got to make the play. We can't have Derrick Brown have to toss somebody out the club, come to your side of the field, make the tackle on the backside because you get washed out of the play. That can't happen.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But okay, so what if it's in a like I said before? Say we're not running a true 3-4 at the moment, and you don't have Bobby Brown in the middle, and you just have Derrick Brown and Lee Hunter with their hands in the dirt. He's probably going to see more double teams at that point. Do you think he's capable of throwing a man out the club and splitting that double coverage and affecting the play or making the play on the ball?
The only thing I can say about that right now is he has the body composition for it. That's the only thing I can actually say because I haven't seen him play an NFL snap. I haven't seen him. We haven't
Right.
seen anything in him in practice. So I'm saying that he has the physical tools to do it. Does that mean that he's going to accomplish that? I hope so. I hope the hell so, because um, and I know we only focusing on the offensive line, but also if he's doing the right things and holding up his end and splitting the coverage, that means
Yeah.
linebackers should be able to flow. Linebackers should be able to flow to the objective. So I, I, that is a good reason why I think that we are set, we are conditioned that we are a good run stopping defense. That is a far cry
Okay.
from 2 years ago. But yes, I believe that we are a pretty good run stopping defense.
See, the only thing that scares me about the interior of that defensive line, there's only one interior defensive lineman that we can hang our hat on and say, you know what? He's a force multiplier on the inside, and that's Derrick Brown. Outside of him, nobody else has been proven. I mean, Bobby Brown has a little production, but very limited. Because we definitely didn't use him enough
Right.
last year. So outside of those two, I mean, what do we really have? Cam Jackson definitely hasn't proved anything. Leonard hasn't proved anything. LeBron Ray is very limited. Situational role player.
Right.
Aaron Hall, if he makes the team, rookie, hasn't proved anything. So God forbid that something was to happen to Derrick Brown.
Oh,
I
don't
think
you, sir, don't say that.
I said I said God forbid. God forbid.
Okay,
I
okay.
listen. God forbid. I do not want that to happen. But anything is possible
Right.
nowadays.
Yes, you're right.
And
You're right. You're right.
let me just say worst case scenario.
Right, right, right.
Worst case scenario, say Derrick Brown
Derek,
wife has another baby and he has to
right,
miss a Sunday, you know.
right, right.
Um that doesn't bode well, in my opinion, for our defensive line, especially in the run
Mm-hmm.
game. Because that force multiplier is him. And
Mm-hmm.
without
Right.
him, we will definitely struggle in stopping the run. I don't care what anybody say. We would
Absolutely.
definitely
Absolutely.
struggle when stopping the run. So, that's why I believe that the interior defensive line and the linebacker room are the two weakest positions on. I mean, you can say literally on the
That's
team, but
that's the
definitely
spine of the
on the
defense.
defense.
That's the
Yeah,
spine
that
of the defense.
right. And if you heard me talk and say this over and over again, if you are running a true 3-4 defense, the strength of the 3-4 defense is straight up the middle. It starts with your nose tackle, your on ball linebacker, and the safety. That is the
Mm-hmm.
strength of your 3-4 of a 3-4 defense straight up the middle. So
I agree.
I
I
think I
agree.
I think we're good at safety. Um I think we're okay at linebacker. If Trevin Wallace and Claude Shirellis is healthy, like it has been mentioned, those two are healthy and are ready and are participating in training camp. Kudos to them. I'm glad to have them back. But they do have injury history. Things can happen. And just like if Derrick Brown is missing time, if Devin Lloyd misses time, I think we are in the same boat. We are in the same boat. So we need guys that who have yet to prove anything to be able to step up and take some of the pressure off those two main guys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if that's talking about the interior defensive lineman or talking about in the linebacker room. We need somebody to step up just in case. Just in case. See,
Mm-hmm.
popping back. What's going on, popping? Well, thought it was back. Poppy, you still there? All right. So real quick, just go over the comments. Bro said I agree. Panthers lack depth on the D line. They need to find their third starter as well. That's fact. Shout out to Candy Girl with the wave emojis. Say hello everyone. What's going on, Candy Girl? How you doing this morning? Make sure you hit that like button for me and tell me what you having this morning with your coffee. I know you got some kind of muffin that's real good. So tell me what you got going on. And Eternal been on your neck this morning, Will. Trevor Wallace
It's
is trash. He is going to have to show me different.
when did I mention Trevor Wallace?
No. He just saying Trevor Wallace in
Oh,
general when I was talking about the
oh,
linebackers. Yeah.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
he been on your neck though. Hear his last comment. He said, "Why you nervous about expectations, Will? Can't be talking all that ish and don't produce at high level."
no,
So
can I respond to that?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm not that I'm nervous that we have expectation. I'm nervous that
Mm-hmm.
that we now can see why we have expectations and they better produce. So I'm nervous for the team to get it done. Like don't mess around. You got the things you need now. You are seeing productivity. So
Right.
I go to the game. I go to the
Right.
game with a little pit in my stomach. They're saying, "Get it done." That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not nervous. Like I'm scared of the expectation. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But good call out there, Pop. Good call out, Eternal. Good call
Oh,
out.
don't throw me in there.
Tar
I ain't
Heel.
did nothing.
Oh no, I said no. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Tar Heel said, "Pop it under a ton." Tar Heel said, "I'm eating some green eggs and ham." Okay, Sam, I am.
I know, right?
Bro, you said Pop Tart prank calling. Oh, I don't know who you talking about. What are you talking about, y'all?
All right, bro. So you send a shot.
Nobody.
Don't let me call you your nickname. You know I call you Hosky.
You know what? Candy Girl said blueberry muffin this morning, Tony. Hey, I had a blueberry muffin as well, Candy Girl. Great minds think alike. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So, Poppin', are you situated now? Have you put down your Obama phone and got to a landline?
Listen, I'm out here in the country. You know, I had to leave the city and come out to the country to work, doing what I do, driving this truck. But it's gonna
Yeah.
be up and down. If it start doing too much, I'm just gonna play the chat. Yeah, because I don't want to mess up the show. I really don't.
No, you good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So let me ask you the question that I had asked earlier. Beyond the sack totals, which forms of disruption would demonstrate that the four-man rush is moving quarterbacks off schedule?
Yeah, I think we talked about that about you know what I'm saying them throwing interceptions, incompletions. I also mentioned about the body language of the quarterback, where we're getting in his head, intimidation, flustered, can't process what he wants to quickly, things of that nature. Are all signs that you're winning, playing those mind games.
Okay. I don't you was having bad connection, so I don't know if we got a full answer from you or not. That's why I
Oh, okay,
asked
okay, okay.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here you could take this one. Let me take advantage of this good connection popping.
Right
Does
on.
the pressure remain functional when Phillips or Brown rotates out of the lineup?
When Phillips and hell no, no. Once you take them off, it's over. It's over with. Like, I mean, I
Damn.
heard you say that if Brian Burns decide to have babies, more babies,
No,
it's
I
gonna be
ain't nobody saying no Brian Burns
yeah.
decided to have no babies.
Derrick Brown, you know what I'm saying, decide to make more babies
He
and he
all
has
over
to
the place.
go to the hospital on a Sunday. Yeah, we're screwed because I mean, unfortunately, we don't use Bobby Brown like that. Like I think we should. He definitely helps with the run. I don't know what people be talking about, man.
Right.
When Bobby Brown was in the game, bro, he was shut
Talk to
down the
him.
run, dominant.
Talk to him.
Um, but you know, I don't know football. You know what I'm saying? Uh, at the end of the day, yeah, no, you can't take those two guys off the field. Like you know, it depends on the see. That's what made me mad about Evero. Sometimes that Saints game, y'all remember the Tyler Show run? There was no Derrick Brown on the field. Why would you take Derrick Brown off the field? So that shows you exactly what happens if you take Derrick Brown off the field. Now you telling me if we take both of them, can the standard stay up to par? Okay, yeah. No, sir. It can't.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot envision both of them being off the field at the same time. That's scary to even think about that. Yeah, yeah. What say you, Will? Does the pressure remain functional when Phillips or Brown rotates out of the lineup?
No, come on, man. That's just crazy. No,
I mean,
we
I'm just
don't have.
asking the question,
We
man.
no
Don't
no
don't
no.
don't
I'm just
shoot the
saying no.
messenger.
No. You are asking a question to expose the topic that needs to be addressed. Do we have, for run fits? Do we have no the pressure to be there? The only way I can say that it could possibly work, possibly, is if Princhley takes a couple of steps forward
Mm-hmm.
this season.
He's definitely gonna be king. He is definitely gonna be king.
That we would be able to get pressure because if you had Phillips, he had to go get some tape on his fingers, and you had to put Princely in there so Princely can you know you rush the passer.
Right.
If Princely has gotten in the gym, because you remember they said he was lighter, and he's gotten into his bag and refining his pass rushing capabilities. If he has and he takes steps forward, then yes. Outside of that, we got a big problem if those two guys ain't on the field.
With Jaelan Phillips, and I can't remember who was the other defensive player, but both of them said that so far in camp, that Princely has been the best pass rusher. Like, JJ Phillips was speaking highly of him the other day in his press conference after practice, and he literally said that Princely was the best pass rusher that the team has so far in training camp. So to me, that speaks volumes. I am curious to know if he have put on any weight and what that weight is. I know they say that he was in the gym working out heavy this off season, so I hope he got some gains from that, and I hope that becomes beneficial for him whenever he's in the game. We already knew that he was an outstanding pass rusher. We knew that he had a toolbox full of moves to get to the quarterback. I think the thing with Princely was he needed to learn how to set the edge better. He needed to be a more all-around complemented edge defender to set the run and rush the passer. And I think maybe that was probably one of his biggest downfalls and why he didn't get in a lot of packages or a lot of playing time last year like he wanted, because that was something that he needed to work on. You know, he needed to get bigger, get stronger, and become a better edge setter in the run game than just coming off the edge, quick step flying to get to the quarterback. That's not the every down edge defender when you can only do one thing. So yeah, that's how I feel about Princeton. I hope he is that fourth edge, so we can have a complete 4-man rotation. What 3-man rotation? I'm sorry. I'm talking like Nic Scourton still there right now, but he's not. Will, you can go first on this one. When protections account for Jaelan Phillips and Derrick Brown, which third rusher is most capable of winning the remaining one-on-one matchup?
Pat Jones.
Pat Jones? How so?
Pat. Well, first of all, he has the experience. He has had a 7-sack season. I
Some
believe
people say that. Some people say that's not enough. Will.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not some people. I like you. Ooh, you know what, Tony? You are rubbing off on me. You know what I'm saying,
bro? I'm just. All I'm
You're
saying is
rubbing
what
off.
I have heard out here in these
No,
YouTube
what I'm
Panther
saying
streets,
is
man.
my response to the way I responded to that. That's how you would respond to it. That's why I said you rubbing off on me. So I'm not some people,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Right.
If you got a 7-sack edge rusher, let's say you got a double-digit sack edge rusher on one end and a 7-sack edge rusher on one end, you are creating pressures a lot in this
Right.
league. So Pat Jones is the one that I think would be, if they leave Pat Jones alone more and more, because they double it Phillips and they slide in protection down towards Derrick Brown and Phillips or whatever the case may be, and they leave Pat Jones one-on-one, I think Pat Jones will get opportunities to win. I think he will. So that's why I think that's where I would place my bet if I had to place a nickel on this particular situation.
Okay. Poppy, what you got?
Yeah, Pat Jones is definitely, I think, the guy's going to be up first to see what he got. I discussed the whole Princely and Pat Jones and the uh, the compliments that JJ gave about Princely, but I'm taking Princely as the underdog of the guy that's going to break out this year. I have to take it on as good. How would I say this? I had to respect the richest man on the Carolina Panthers opinion, saying that he's the best pass rusher on the team. He just got here. I mean, he's never seen Princely before. Why would you say that, right? So I think Pat Jones will
Right.
start off as the guy. Uh, I worry about guys who's had bacchiotomies. You don't play with
Hey,
stuff like
hey,
that.
hey,
Hmm?
hey, hey,
Hmm?
that's mine right there. Hey, my
Huh?
man needs a bacchiotomy.
Right.
Wow, y'all
Spinal,
just put me on to
spinal,
something.
spinal. Uh,
Y'all just put me on to something. Bacchiotomy. Oh
so,
God.
so with that being said, I think Princely is probably has been on a tear, hungry and ready to just unleash. And yeah, we lost Nic Scourton. Hate to see it. And I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer or anything, or sound like I'm talking ish about Nic Scourton. But 5 sacks and 20 solo tackles, I think either one of these guys can do that themselves. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Eternal said Prince said he gonna cost us money. High level double digit sacks like James Pierce Jr. will cost us money. All right. Um, I agree. I agree with y'all because I do believe that Pat Jones will be starting opposite of JJ Phillips. So if you know if Phillips or Derrick Brown can't get home to the quarterback, I think Pat Jones could step in and be that third rusher that will be able to get home. He like you mentioned before Will he did have 7 sacks his last season in Minnesota. Um, I can't remember how many he had that first year with us, but I think he was. Did, is this his third season with us or his second?
This is second.
So
So he
last year was his first. So
right.
he
So
didn't
he
play a full season.
no. So that's why his expectations was he was coming in hype. He was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying?" Because I played around so many good guys in Minnesota. I was kind of in their
Yeah.
shadows, and now this is my turn to actually like put on and show what I have
Exactly.
learned. And then he get injured. It's like, you know, it just
Right.
if he felt like a failure, and I get it, man. That sucks. Like that's why I say you don't play with your back. I think this is last year on his contract. I think he's gonna do good, but Princely's coming.
Yeah. What you gonna say, Will?
I was saying, I was just agreeing with what Poppin just said. He was coming in, and if you would have looked at whether it's going to be Wanham or him, he was viewed as the guy that was going to come in and would have been the 7+, 8+ sack guy for us.
Right.
That's the way he was being viewed coming in, but he got injured. And Scourton came in, and Scourton was a pleasant surprise because
Right.
I don't know who said this before, but I know it was somebody who said it. It says that whenever free agency hit and and you get somebody, you always go look at their team, their fans, Twitters, and see how they feel about it. And when we got Pat Jones, the Vikings Twitter erupted in like, what the hell? Y'all let him go. We finally had somebody that was, blah, blah, blah. They were upset. That go to show me that he was a budding player, but he got injured. So
Yeah,
hopefully this changes things this season for him.
What I like about Pat Jones is that you can line him inside and outside. I mean, he's just a great combination of speed, power, and high motor. He doesn't quit. When he was out there, I mean, he was, tremendously. He really like opened my eyes because his stats ain't nothing to glorify when you look at what he did with the Minnesota Vikings. But when he came here and I
Right.
seen him on the field, I said, "Oh, we might got one." Like whether he's a role player or if he becomes a full-time starter, we might really got one. So I think both of these guys gonna tear it up.
Maybe next week. Also, I
Okay.
would love to get a chance to get a meet with you.
Yeah,
They go
y'all
to-
had to
they go to-
scoot,
they go to
excuse.
CIA.
Hey, my AI algorithm thing is working, man. I'm working on a project at the same time, man. I'm sorry. I'm working on an AI
Oh,
project at the same time, man. Hey,
Papa
please-
said they go to CIA.
Hey, NSA on your derriere.
Yeah. Let me tell you this, Papa. And if he was talking to the CIA or NSA, you definitely wouldn't hear it. I bet you that.
Oh, I guarantee you that's the case.
I'm pretty sure they got some kind of like little tapping mechanism in
Don't
the house. It just goes.
don't even worry
Don't-
about that. Did you
Hey,
just know you wouldn't hear it?
Trust me. My
It
friend,
just
trust me. Nothing
Yeah.
that happens communication wise in these United States of America are not subject to be monitored.
you ever
Right.
seen Harry Potter?
What? Say what, Papa?
Y'all ever seen Harry Potter at any time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that's how like Will gets his information. It's just something that drops off a letter underneath his door. So I wouldn't hear it. It'd just be a letter that slides underneath his door, a drone or something.
Listen to him, Will. You hear him, Will?
And he's like, "Oh, okay,
I am.
yeah, I get you, Will. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you.
No, please don't be afraid of me, man.
Yeah, I
Hey,
am. I'm scared.
Hey, like my daddy said, I don't run nothing but my bath water and I ain't busting a grape. You know what I'm saying?
Sound good. Ain't nobody else getting telecommunications online right now other than you. So yeah, I'm scared of you. Oh, yeah.
Don't be.
Tahir said, I have never watched one Harry Potter in my life. And listen, I did, I think it was last summer or the summer before last. The wife was home for the summer like she is now. School is out. And no, it wasn't Harry Potter. I'm sorry. It was The Hobbit. That's what we watched. I watched The Hobbit with her. I ain't gonna lie. It was I was pretty intrigued. The little people are highly resourceful. Like don't count the little people out.
They gonna come
Know
for
what I'm
you.
saying?
Make sure you calling the right thing, little people.
Well, I'm one of the little people. You know, I'm 5'7", so you know technically
Bryce,
I'm on the short side when it comes to a man. So that's cool.
They might think you
Yeah.
talking junk about Bryce Young saying little people.
No, you average Asian height. You good, man.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. You
Asian
talking
tea.
about a shot across the bow. Good God.
Asian
I had-
tea.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, I had to get it, man. You had laid it up there so pretty.
Mm.
You can't tell me that wasn't a 1-ton C4 missile right there. That's all right.
I know it's
That is
coming.
all
It's
right.
coming back. It's coming back to me.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I gotta get you back.
I know.
Hey, we have been live for over an hour now. If you are enjoying the conversation, enjoying the debate, the energy, the vibes, the morning kickoff has brought to you on this Friday morning, Fan Fest Friday is what I'm calling it. Fan Fest Friday. Show love to the channel. Support it. Put the QR code up that's here in the top right. Also, there's a pinned comment link in the YouTube chat at the top of the comments. Says welcome to the morning kickoff. There's a link in there. You can also send a PayPal gift through the link that's available. If you're watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, you can also send a super chat. I'll greatly appreciate that as well. Okay. Show some love to the channel this morning. All right. QR code in the top right. The link is in the pinned comment in the YouTube chat at the top. I will greatly appreciate that. So I will leave that there just for a minute. And if you do leave me a PayPal gift, let me know in the comments so I can properly shout you out, because I know there was a couple people that left one yesterday and I didn't get an opportunity to shout them out because I didn't know. But I did find them on Twitter yesterday and I shouted them out. But yeah, leave me a message in the chat and let me know that you sent a PayPal gift, and I will definitely shout you out properly, because I'm not gonna call nobody a government name out. All right, so Eternal says somewhere somebody lying. Somewhere a lie is being told. Will said the fan base was mad about Pat Jones. Papa just said stats wasn't shit over there. Which one is it? Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all two address that because it's clearly Eternal talking to either one. And Eternal, I appreciate if you getting that super chat for me as well on this wonderful Fan Fest Friday. I ain't forgot about you.
They on Will bad this morning, boy. Bro, and Eternal. Sheesh.
Hey, would that be okay? So let me dissect this question here. He said, somewhere somebody lying. Will said the fan base will be mad about Pat Jones. I never said that. At least if I said that, I must have misspoken. I ain't said the fan base. I said the Vikings fan base was upset that Pat Jones was being sent over to us. Right? And Poppins said stats wasn't shit over there. Which one is it?
Yeah, Poppin', which one is it? What you say about the stats ain't shit? What you mean?
I mean, y'all just gotta go look at them. To me, they wasn't screaming, "Oh yeah, he's one of them ones," But that's why I said he really surprised me when he came here. When I see him on the field, I was like, okay, I like what this guy brings to the table. Sets the edge. You can line him inside or out, and he has a high motor. He's nonstop. Go go go. He applies the pressure, and I felt like that was something needed. So I felt like
that's
okay.
what I heard. That's what I heard you say.
Yeah, and he was in the shadows of other good guys in front of him. So he was supposed to have a big year coming this year until he had the backiotomy. But I mean, hey, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Hey,
Well, no, it sounds like Eternal is over fabricating a story, which typically means you lying. No, so like you said, somewhere somebody lying. Eternal, you can't really call that out when the finger is pointed back at you, my guy. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that one right there, Eternal. You got some explaining to do, my friend. Tar Heel said average Asian Chinese. Damn, you know what? Tar Heel, I ain't gonna go there with you because you are a Tar Heel fan. We both are, but yeah. Gerald, forget Gerald.
What's Eternal's favorite word?
Cause Gerald is a Wolfpack fan, so I can properly say "damn you, Gerald" with the laughing emojis. All right, what'd you say, Poppin'?
I was asking what's the word that Eternal loves?
Development.
Oh, development. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. He likes to develop.
Yeah. Development.
And,
what you gonna say, Will?
So Tar Heel fans, I feel bad for y'all.
Here you go.
Why
you feel bad for us?
It's a tough stretch,
why you feel bad for us?
It's just a tough stretch right now, man. No, I'm just saying this. Sorry. I can't have empathy for my neighbor.
No, we don't want it. We don't want no empathy coming from South Carolina. No, you cannot.
Oh, okay, well, I apologize.
Because y'all record hasn't been
I never
really any
said
better than ours.
listen.
So
Listen.
you
I
started
never
this.
said I didn't start anything. I just said I feel bad because the Belichick thing and that whole debacle. Now y'all got this situation going on. That's all I was saying. I said I feel bad for Tar Heel football right now because it's a lot of
what
turmoil going on.
situation?
That's it.
What
With your
situation we got
GM.
going?
You're with your GM right now.
Yeah, but he don't play no ball. We don't care what happened with Mike Lombardi.
Okay.
So what?
Hey, listen. I am so sorry. I apologize. I said anything. Apparently, this is an internal family discussion
You know what?
that I walked
Guess
into.
guess who phone call won't get answered this evening when they call.
You know I'm calling you
Damn.
this evening. I call
Hey,
Tony every evening.
I'm about to go on mute for a little bit because I'm being a very loud area for a few minutes.
Okay, all right, Poppy.
Yeah.
Tar Heel
Hey,
said nobody coming to see Pat Jones. He is a rotational guy. I grade him and Gibson the same. Okay.
yeah.
Broski said Pat Jones a career backup.
Okay.
Broski said short Asians. We're talking about Kyler Murray. Now he is half Asian. I mean, if we're being technical. Yeah.
And I did say role player. I did say that.
And he did say that. So here is Eternal cleaning up what he said earlier. He said, Will just said the Viking fan base was upset he was leaving. Poppin clearly just said he wasn't producing at a high level. Now, I know some of us went to public school, but how much do I have to break down? Ooh, shots fired. Yeah, let me leave that up there. Let the gentleman.
Okay. All right. So let me respond to this one last. Okay, Papa. In 2024, he had 19 combo sacks, 19 combo tackles, 20 tackles, and 7 sacks. That
Right.
screams to me, and that was his 3rd year in the league.
3rd year, correct.
Fourth year in the league. First year he didn't play at all. Then his 3rd productive year in the league. Does that make sense? So that he was a budding, up and coming player. Does that mean
No,
that he was
no. That was his first. He went in the 2021 draft. So 21 was his first year.
Oh, 21 was his first year. So that was his 4th year of productivity. So that was the end of his 4th year, and then so he was a free agent. So he's coming off of a 7-sack season. You can work with that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You can work with that. That doesn't mean that he's a career backup and all of that. That's because everybody is, there are fans that are microwave. If you can't cook it in a microwave, they don't want to eat it. So Pat Jones could eventually become a very good player on our roster. I never said that Pat Jones would be goddamn Julius Peppers or anything like that. I just said that if he's good for 7 sacks, give me those 7 sacks, and we can work with that as a playoff team. Does that am I making sense now, Tony?
Yeah, I got you.
Hopefully.
I got you.
Jesus, I'm crushed.
But what you got popping? Oh, that's what Poppin said. He was on mute.
Yeah, he was on mute.
Gerald Sticks Jones said I compare Tar Heel fans to Cowboy fans. That's a damn lie, Gerald.
Ooh.
You lying your ass off now. See, now you trying to get me. Now y'all trying to trigger me.
Hey,
that is not a fair. That is not a fair comparison. Gerald Stick Jones. Yeah, I hope you got a flat tire when you come out to go home today. That's how
Yeah.
bad it is right now.
Yeah. Not a flat man.
SC said, y'all ninjas some Pat Jones haters for sure. I don't know who little Thailand think he talking to, but okay. Tar Heel with the laughing emojis. Shout out Roadmaster. He said, "Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Roadmaster. What's going on? Thank you for tapping in, my guy." Broski said, Will, this is directly towards Will. He said, Will, what makes sense is Pat Jones has 9 career starts in 5 seasons. Vikings had Grinner, Van Ginkel, and Dallas Turner. They didn't cry when he left. Yeah, that one was for you, Will.
And I don't expect nothing but negativity from Broski. I think negativity fuels him somehow. I think that's like coffee to him. So I don't expect positivity from you. So good, right? I don't know how they want you to respond to that. So they tell you the inverse or the negative to your positive comment and expect for you to be like, oh yeah, you're right. Get out of here, man.
Right. Oh man.
Just throwing that at you there, broski. That's just letting you know.
Yeah. All right. T-Bo, C Panther 59 said Pat Jones has a high motor and keeps getting after it. He doesn't give up on plays. That's why he was brought in. And I like that. He does have a high motor and he doesn't give up on plays. And you need that from the edge position. I mean, we saw Nic Scourton last year. Nic Scourton definitely has a high motor and doesn't give up on plays, until the whistle's blown. So I think that's definitely one thing that we liked about Nic Scourton, what he brought to the Panthers last year, albeit his rookie season. But somebody has to replace that. That production has to be replaced, and it's not just about the sacks or tackles for loss. It's everything,
Right.
and that's why I believe that Pat Jones can do pretty much what Nic Scourton did last year. Yeah,
Right.
that's just my opinion right now. Go ahead, Will. You was about to say something?
No, I was gonna say that's what I'm talking about when we talked about. I'm not muted, am I? Okay, no, that's what I was talking
No,
about
you're
when I
not.
was talking about like having a player like Pat Jones to be able to have the ability to. We got injury to Scourton, so that we'd be able to pick up the pace here and be able to fill in that gap. High motor, don't give up on plays. Seems to have the talent, and to say, oh, well, he started a certain amount of games. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, sometimes it's tiring. But I believe that Pat Jones will be starting and Pat Jones will be effective with our front four this season.
Got you.
Yeah, I think he'll be effective.
Eternal said, "No, Will. Just look at it from reality and not fandom."
Oh, and you know what? Just because you're a fan doesn't mean that you don't look at things in reality. Eternal. I know that I'm triggering to y'all because I'm happy about the team and I'm not mad about the team. So that upsets people that you know what? I can't, if you want to be upset with the team and think that the team need to do better, fine. You fan how you fan, I fan how I fan. It doesn't mean that I'm living in, and then the next term they'll use is delusional. Panther fans have used the term delusional so much. I think there's one podcast that used the term delusional a lot. And now all people who hate things about Panther football use the term delusional. If you positive about the Panthers, that means you delusional. So Eternal, not Eternal. Yeah, Eternal. Go ahead and just use the term delusional in the comments right now. Get that out the way. Get your first thing in the morning delusional comment out.
All right. So SC Bangkok 803 said, "I see low tone wants to smoke today." No, Mr. Bangkok, I do not want any smoke today, sir. But I will take it over one of those flyers that you plan on handing out tonight at Fan Fest. About the
I'ma be
Thailand, the Bangkok travel package. I don't want one of those, but I will take the smoke instead, sir. Thank you very much.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all something, boy. Y'all are something.
Broski Bear said when Will get trapped in his word, his go-to is "You're being negative." Shout out Will.
Hey, Broski. Hey, I get it. I get it, Broski. You're a Bears fan masquerading as a Panther fan on Panther Pods, and then turn around and give us every negative comment about the Panthers. Until you can shout out the negative about the Bears, I don't hear nothing really you got to say about my Panthers.
Not V. Kalu said, "What up, CJ? Man, today feels like the same time of the year again. Football is in the air." Hey, shout out to Not V. CJ is not here. This is not CJ's channel. I'm streaming to his channel. Thank you for tapping in, though. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do that for me so you can open up another browser on your computer, laptop, or your phone. Go to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Select all so you'll be made aware when I go live, which is Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern time. But yes, I am streaming to CJ's Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel as well. Would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to both. All right. Appreciate you for being here. Shout out Quante Lewis. He said Pat Jones was going to start over Nick. SC said the 5 sacks should be easy to replace with the guys we have now, but we can't replace the presence Nick represented. I guess you meant pressures, not presence. All right. That was from a little Thailand. All right. Broski said it's not about emotions, it's about results.
Oh, Broski, get over yourself, man. Get over yourself.
Right.
Get over
here
yourself.
said Pat Jones is the light-skinned dude from Temptation who sang the day my daddy. Oh my God.
What is wrong with y'all, man?
Hey, you could tell it's Friday, man. You can tell it's Friday.
And you can tell it's Fan Fest, right? Hey, I'm gonna have me a blast at Fan Fest, man.
Quante Lewis, what's going on, my brother? Thank you for tapping in. He said, "Will, I'd like to meet you today at Fan Fest." Shout out to Quante. Thank you for tapping in.
Hey, Quante, I'll be out there, man. I don't know what you look like. Hopefully, you're able to look at my picture, but I'll be out there with my wife. I'm gonna be in the 300s, the 300 section, and I wish there was a way that I can I can't put it in the back chat. I don't want to put my information out.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so I would just hopefully I run into you.
Hey, Quante, hit me up on Twitter at UO Sports Talk. Send me a message, and then I will transfer that information over to Will.
Perfect.
Right.
Thanks, man. Man.
So hit me up on Twitter. Send me a message with your information, and I will give Will that message myself. All right. So Eternal says, no, Will. I just have high expectations. We're a playoff team, but it makes us look bad to brag about low hanging fruit.
Nothing don't make us look bad. Who make us look bad? I don't understand what he's saying.
I don't get that either. I don't get that
so
one either.
Basically what he's saying is I have high expectation. We're a playoff team. If you talk about anything that I deem that is not important or not necessary, that makes us look bad. It makes him look bad because he don't agree with you. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, Eternal. I'm gonna be on your Rumpelstiltskins. You want to come for me? I'm coming for you. Hey, he might be too young. He might be too young for Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know how old he is. He might be too young for Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah. Tahir said Pat Jones was always going to be the backup behind Nick and Phillips. Okay. All right.
This season, yeah. This season, yes, I believe so. Yeah.
SC Bangkok 803 said, "Hey, you and CJ made the Flyers allegedly." Yeah, that's a lie.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Shout out. Shout out.
Gerald Sticks Jones says, "Save the date, Tony. November 28th, 2026. Wolfpack at Tar." You know what? I do not like that emoji. That you dead wrong for that. But that's okay. It's cool. Gerald, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, Gerald been supporting me on Twitter, reposting the show and everything. So I greatly appreciate that. He's trying to soften me up now that I know that he's a Tar Heel. I mean, a Wolfpack fan. But it don't matter, Gerald. It don't matter. But like you just clearly stated, November 28th, we're gonna see who's who and what is what. Duly noted.
All right.
T. Thompson said, "Yeah, Mr. Wife, I'm not interested in that itinerary." Hey, I'm trying to tell you, T. Thompson, there ain't nobody else paying attention, but y'all better watch out for SC tonight. Y'all better watch out. And Will, you already gave up your location. Don't be surprised if you slip a fly in your back pocket now. Don't say we ain't trying to tell you.
Yo, wow, man. Y'all, hey, first of all, I'm gonna have to get in the karate stance. SC from South Carolina.
Nah.
I'm gonna have to get in the karate stance in a minute now. Y'all get up off my guy.
SC said, "No, I meant the presence on the field, Tony." What presence he meant on the field, Will? What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Whoop. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe that's some South Carolina slang. I don't understand. I don't know. Is that butt crack slang that y'all talking about?
Hey, hold on. Shout out Eastern North Carolina. I was on 3G the whole time I was over there. Boy, y'all ain't got no Wi-Fi. Y'all ain't got no cell phone signal over there. Shout out Eastern North Carolina.
Shout
Don't you dare.
Shout out to my other brother Dino Bravo, aka Square Circle. What's happening with you? AKA Phantom. Yeah, what's going on with you, man? What's going on? Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit those like buttons for me, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Quante said he's sitting in 338, Will.
Okay. So we right around the corner from each other. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So hey, Tony, I'm gonna put you gonna send me his information, right?
Yeah. If he send it to me on Twitter, I got my Twitter up right now. I don't have no messages from him as of yet.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I don't have no message from him yet. Okay. So Eternal says, "Will, I'm gonna be at the Ravens game. Let's get some shots."
My man, say less.
Tebow C Panther 59 said, "When they brought Pat Jones in, Dan Morgan and Thomas Davis showed his highlights, showing off his high motor and constant pursuit." That's facts.
Yeah. But we're not supposed to. He's trash.
Yeah. SC Bangkok Boy 803 said, "Oh, y'all funny today. I'm gonna put cases on all you ninjas at the fest tonight."
I'm putting cases on. Boy, that's the worst typo you could have done. God.
And let me see it. Oh,
man.
You are forever in doctrine. Yes, sir. Don't even worry about it. All right. Charlie said before the back injury. All right. Roadmaster said he talking about the energy he brings. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out Charlie the Gamer. He said, "Good morning, Tony and chat. Happy Friday and Fan Fest Day today." Hey, good morning to you, Charlie. And yes, happy Friday Fan Fest Day. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. And Tahir said, "I told you yesterday that red shirt Brazzell could be a blessing in disguise." Okay. How so? How is that a blessing in disguise? You must be a Xavier Legette fan.
I don't think it's I'm a Xavier Legette fan, and I don't think it's a blessing in disguise. Red
I
shirt,
think they
because I
still
mean,
had 3G. I ain't think they still had 3G service. Anything less than 4G, my phone just say no service.
hey, I'm just telling
I
you,
feel
boy,
you on that one, bro, master.
out there in Eastern North Carolina, boy, I was on the Edge network, dog. I was like, every time I like, come on, man. The call, I talked to my wife, hey, honey, call just dropped. Like, what in the world?
Yeah. Quante wanted to know what's my Twitter name. Is right there on the screen. Go to x.com/UO Sports Talk. That's it right there. UO Sports Talk. Oh.
Hey, my boy Dunk gonna be there too. I gotta hit him up.
Oh, at Fan Fest
Aaron,
tonight.
yeah, Dunk said he gonna be out there. Yeah, that's gonna be fun, man.
Okay. Oh, I thought okay, that's something else. That's a message in the Tar Heel recruiting chat that I'm in. But okay.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
somebody just sent me a message. Let's see. Fan Fest is like at 6. Yeah, we'll know. I don't know anything about Fan Fest and what time it is today.
Yeah,
And
it's at
Panther
6.
Boy said Nick was doubling a lot last year is what I'm talking about. Tony Chin Pow Chicken. Okay, Essie. Okay. All right. That's a good one. I can't even lie. I can't even hold you on that one. That's a good one. Tony Chin Pow Chicken. Okay. KJ the Great said, no, sir, Tony. No SC slander. My bad. My apologies. SC said, thanks, little cuz Rody. All right. So the SC folks ganging up on me right now. That's cool. That's cool. I can handle the pressure. Tahir said he can get healthy and learn the offense, and we got 7 wide receivers without him next year. We get an extra third rounder wide receiver. Okay. And he said, and we can see what Excel and Metro can do without Brazzell breathing down their necks and taking away balls. Pause. And Dino told me, y'all get his ass. Whatever, Dino. Whatever. Black Ron, you go to hell. Know what you can do. All right, man. Hey, listen, once again, if you're loving the show, you're enjoying the content, enjoying the debate, you're enjoying the energy and the vibe this morning, show love, man. Support the show. The QR code is in the top right corner of the show. I haven't even received not one PayPal gift today. That hurt my feelings a little bit. But it's also in a pinned comment in the YouTube chat at the top of the comments in the Welcome to the Morning Kickoff. There's also a link to the PayPal account as well. If you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, you can also send a super chat. I would greatly appreciate that as well. All right. So we're gonna get into the final chat today. Final topic, I'm sorry. And that is Brad Idzik's best answer formation flexibility? Is Brad Idzik best answer formation flexibility? All right, so let me give you the facts first. Chris Brazzell will miss the 2026 season. Carolina still has multiple receivers and tight ends who can contribute to the passing game. Tetairoa McMillan established himself as Carolina's leading receiver during his rookie season and can align in multiple locations. Xavier Legette continues building his route timing and chemistry with Bryce Young. Jalen Coker John Mechie, Jimmy Horn Jr., Casey Washington, and Gabriel Binyard, and the rest of the receiving group remain available to compete for offensive responsibilities. The Panthers also have tight ends who can be incorporated into different personnel packages. Brad Idzik can respond with personnel groupings, formational movement, motion, condensed splits, route distribution, protection adjustments, and matchup specific weekly plans. Carolina does not have to assign every part of Brazzell's projected role to one direct replacement. All right. So the context is an offensive role is made up of individual responsibilities. Those responsibilities can include creating vertical stress, beating press coverage, winning on third down, working from different alignments, understanding coverage adjustments, contributing in the run game. One player does not have to do all of it. It can spread those jobs across the offense. In 11 personnel, Carolina can use 3 receivers, 1 running back, and 1 tight end. That helps space the field and create clearer reads for Bryce Young. In 12 personnel, Carolina can use 2 tight ends to add protection and force the defense into tougher personnel choices. From there, motion, condensed formations, and play action can help receivers get cleaner releases and better matchups. All right. McMillan can also move around the formation so defenses can't key on him in one spot. The goal is simple: use structure to create advantages instead of relying on one player to do everything. So, Will, the question is to you, my friend. Well, before I answer the question, 2 things. Let me read the money first. Be Wise 804 VA with the 1999 super chat. Hey, greatly appreciated, my guy. He said,
Wow,
good morning,
thanks,
gentlemen,
man.
in chat. Happy Fan Fest Day. Keep pounding. Hey, happy Fan Fest Friday to you as well. Good morning to you. Top of the day. I greatly appreciate that. Oh, excuse me, burping.
Thanks for the
Appreciate that.
super
Yeah.
chat, man. Thanks.
Well, thank you for the 1999 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for showing love to the channel. In the words of Unc 2020, don't let it be the only one, chat. Don't let him be the only one. Don't leave Be Wise in the super chats by himself. All right. So I greatly appreciate that once again. Let me remove this QR code right here so everybody can fully see. So how is it can replace the jobs? Number 1, with 11 personnel, create spacing. You know, like I mentioned, 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end. You can spread the defense out a little bit better that way. 12 personnel. So you got your 1 running back, 2 tight ends. It does force the defense into personal decision. But here's the tricky part about 12 personnel. A lot of people that are running 12 personnel, and the main reason why they are successful with 12 personnel, because most teams that run it, they have 2 tight ends that not only can block but also are threats in the passing game.
Correct.
So they can't tell which tight end is going to stay in to block and which tight end may run a route, or if both tight ends is going to run a route. That is one of the problems that I think we have, because we don't have 2 tight ends that are actually good at both. I think we have pretty good blocking tight ends. To me, there's not one tight end that has separated theyself in a tight end room as far as a pass catcher. We've seen little flashes from Jatavion Sanders. We've seen flashes from Tommy Tremble. We even seen flashes from Mitchell Evans. But no one has separated themselves in the tight end room to say, I am that guy. I'm that number 1 tight end, or I can be that number 1 tight end. So that is, to me, that is like the main hindrance when it comes to that, because if you send in Tommy Tremble and Mitchell Evans, right? One of the two, the defense may be like, okay, well, I'm not worried about 84 going out for a pass, so we're not gonna worry about him. We're just gonna key on 82. You know.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I think being in 12 personnel has its advantages and disadvantages if you don't use them properly. And Damo, I'm dropping the link right now in the chat. Okay. And 3, you got the motions and formations, create cleaner lineup, whether you're bunches, stacks, condensed splits, movement. In that condensed formation, you can run bunches and stacks. You can even run some movement. If you notice, Carolina run a lot of condensed formations. So what am I talking about? What I mean when I say condensed formations? Anytime the formation, when you got the outside receivers on both sides and they are inside the numbers, anything inside the numbers all the way to the center, that is a condensed formation. If there's not one wide receiver that's lined up outside the numbers, if they are on the numbers or inside, that is condensed formation. So now you'll know when you see it. If they are inside, if they're on the numbers, inside the numbers, that is condensed formation.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Will, what you, before I get to the debate question, what do you feel about the 11 and 12 personnel and how Brad Idzik may be able to deploy it, and how can it be beneficial to us?
Well, I think 11 personnel will be most beneficial if we come out 11 personnel because my aspirations is that Jonathan Brooks is going to be great out the backfield catching the ball. So you could use him as a weapon in that spacing as well. So that makes sure that linebackers have to account for him. So I think from 11 personnel perspective, getting spacing, spreading the defense out, allowing us to be able, because we still, I'm a cokehead, so we still got Coca, we got XL, and I'm not XL. I mean, we got T-Mac T-Mac is looking like a Pro Bowler this year. I mean, the way he's been playing out there, the way he's been practicing, some of the films that, some of the stuff I've seen, he looks like a Pro Bowler. But of course, that could be my fandom. But anyway, I think that us going out in 11 personnel, doing those pieces and parts, I think will be beneficial. And now that I've answered the question, can I give a disclaimer real quick?
Yeah.
Brazzell hasn't played a single snap. Ain't even put on shoulder pads one time.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I just got to put this disclaimer out because everybody like to say, "Well, how we gonna fill the gap that he gave us? He ain't give us nothing. He hasn't given us.
You're being delusional, Will.
Delusion is not a rip. That's not only. Denial is not only a river in France. Okay.
I heard you use this one too.
Yeah, because you are in denial. Denial is not just a river in France. Okay. Just throwing that at you, man. Just throwing that at you. But you got to be honest, man. Brazzell hasn't given us anything. Okay, I just wanted to give that disclaimer. But I think 11 personnel will be the best way that we can accomplish it.
Okay, but no, you are absolutely correct. He has not given us not one penny. So yeah, if I'm being honest here, you can't miss anything that you haven't had, and he hasn't.
Hold on. Hey guys, good morning. Good morning.
What's up, Damo? Hold that thought. Hold that thought 1 second. Yeah, but yeah, I'm absolutely correct. He has not given us anything as of yet. I think a lot of the conversation has been built up around the hope and the promise that he can give us, and the lack of production that we have gotten elsewhere. I'll say that, which has led to.
There you go. There you go.
I just want to say something. I had to correct my son, man. Listen, I
Go
just
go
don't
ahead,
think
Damo.
we can have anything shiny in Carolina. And honestly, man, it really pisses me off because I'm trying to figure out like how the fuck does this shit happen every year? You know what I mean? Like players go down, yeah, but why is it always the shiny shit? Why is it always the pieces that are supposed to break out this year? Why is it always the pieces that are supposed to come in here and fix it up? We will never have what the fucking Bengals have. Well, we can because they do only got really 2-star receivers. We might be able to try that this year. You know, dynamic quarterback with 2 dynamic receivers and maybe a decent or explosive running game, right? We can't talk about tight ends. We know them niggas don't exist in Carolina. I don't even want to draft the tight end because I know if we draft that bitch, he gonna get hurt. I no longer want to cheer for the players I really want to see. I am coming to FanFest today to cheer on the fucking backups because that's exactly what the fuck we gonna see this year. Excuse my friend.
Hey, Damo. Good morning, man.
Good morning, y'all. I've been sad all morning about this shit.
Okay. Good morning, man. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning.
I'm stressed out, y'all. I'm trying to come to FanFest and be happy, but I'm not cheering on no. I might cheer on Jimmy Horn, but it's almost bad luck. I'm gonna cheer on Legette. I'm gonna say, "Go, Legette."
Oh, hey, you know what? Watch your mouth.
Legette, go, buddy.
You watch your mouth. You watch your GD mouth.
I know,
you know
man.
what?
I'm sorry.
Tony, I have been on my best behavior. and you think
already out for the season, man. Like I was just watching highlights.
Brazzell hadn't even put on shoulder pads yet, so we don't know what the guy was gonna do. Apparently, he best ability is availability. He can't keep himself available.
Well, let me ask you a question, y'all. You, Tony, I think a couple of y'all probably got PSLs and y'all got that real money putting down out here for the team. What's it like for y'all?
Oh, that you talking directly to Will. That ain't me.
Like what's it like, Will? Like you spend good money to be out here and you certified out here, but you can't never have nothing shiny, bro.
It's like
even your quarterback
it's like being in a bad relationship, man.
Man,
it's like being in a relationship that just ain't worked out. It ain't worked out, but you stuck in it because you got 7 kids.
Man, I remember
you want to know what it's like.
There was a receiver that was cooking, man, in training camp. He was cooking, bro.
And he was not cooking in training
camp. He didn't even make the team. And don't you know that was the year I think Terrace Marshall went down. And I think that guy was on another team. I don't know what happened to him. I forgot his name. He was like
Amir Smith-Marset.
It wasn't Marset. Y'all, it might have, bro. This could have been for sure like maybe 5 to 4 years ago. But it was when Matt Rule's era, and it was a receiver, man. That was tearing their ass up, and I think he went undrafted. And don't you know we didn't pick him up, and like he didn't make the team, and we wound up needing a receiver talent because talent got hurt. And it's like we just can't never have nothing shiny, man. In Carolina, it's almost like irritating. You know what I mean?
Hey. I tell you, you remember? I don't know if you remember when Kelvin Benjamin went down. When we had a 7 and what was it, a 7 and 8 season? 8 and 9. We had an 8-9 season. Kelvin Benjamin went down with an injury. Everybody was crying in their beer, and then we went on a 15-1 run.
I know, Will. Now that's the only reason I said all that to say I want somebody to pick me up this morning. I'd have done a lot for you niggas on this line. Y'all need to pick me up this morning because now I'm low. Now
hey, I tell you right now, you know what? You know what I'm wearing to the game? I'm wearing my Carolina Panther 2015 tee. To the game.
Don't wear nothing shiny. Don't wear nothing shiny, Will.
Don't wear.
That's all.
Hey, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, Navi Kalu 24 said, I blame PPP, man. He been on them Saints fans so hard, they done put that voodoo on us.
You know what? It might be PPP fault.
It might be his fault. I'm gonna text that dude right now. I'm gonna tell him leave them people alone.
For real, bro. Leave the Saints alone. I'm tired of them anyway. They put voodoo on our season last year. We were supposed to have 11 wins or 10 wins. Because 2 of them were supposed to be off of their top, but it's all good.
No,
They like it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the game. And I know this is kind of derailing a little bit off the topic, Tony, but I am
That's all
still
good.
upset. I am still upset with that Tampa loss in Tampa on that Saturday night game. We did not lose that game. We lost that game only because we left it to the discretions of the referees.
That's right.
We won that game.
In theory.
We won that game.
He said in theory.
I know, but see, you got Tony is my friend, and I know how Tony uses words that are very triggering to me. It's been triggering to me for over 30 years.
Damn, y'all been friends that long?
No, we ain't been friends that long. But
No.
See, Tony's profession is what Tony do professionally is always at odds with people like me. If you ever go into a job and you say, okay, these are the great things I got to do, and they'll sit down and says, well, that's a good idea, but did you consider all of these things that's gonna fuck it all up? So I'm gonna recommend we don't do that. You're like, God damn, man, can never have no fun around here with the S2 around. Jesus, that's Tony. Tony embodies that.
I respect it, Will. I understand now.
I'm not mad about how you feel.
Exactly. See, and that's another thing about the two guys. They don't care. They don't care that you upset. They know they've upset you, and they're happy with that. They're totally comfortable in their skin. Damn it, man. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry for the derail track.
Y'all got me laughing. I had to mute up. I'm dealing with my youngest. I'm dealing with my young, y'all.
Hey, but what they hate the most though, Damo. So you hear about all these great things that the military does, these operations and the places that they go and do this and they do all that, right? Can't none of that get done without people like me doing what they do. None of that gets green lighted. That's not even an option.
Exactly. That's you. So Damo, you notice he used the word.
Talk to me, man.
You notice he used the word green lighted. Okay, so Damo, I tell you what. So let's say you responsible for something, right? I'm gonna use it in football terms. Let's say you are the offensive coordinator, right? And you got this great offensive. You got this great, set of plays and everything you want to do against the opposing team you got coming up this next week. But you got to get approval from this dude. Because if he don't approve, he gonna tell the head coach that this shit ain't gonna work. And he is going to side with him it doesn't matter. So do you know how many times I've had such great operational things I wanted to get done? And my guy who's the S2 guy, he's one of my good friends. He's going there be like, nah, we're not doing that. Hey man, you want to go get lunch? Fuck no, I don't want to go get lunch with you.
That's like
I don't want to eat lunch with you. Yeah, like so. Then he act, man, you don't want to go grab lunch? No, motherfucker, no, I don't want to grab lunch with you.
So Damo, you know how it is like when you write a paper, right? And we just say it's just a 1-page paper. You got about 2 or 3 paragraphs that you have written out, and they always tell you to cross your T's and dot your I's, right? But that's not enough. That's just the bare minimum. That's just the basic. See, there's a lot more that you have to do than just cross your T's and dot your I's. So when people like Will, that come from the 3 shop and trying to, finagle their way into getting their operations, green lighted or, anything of that nature. See, I'm the guy that makes sure that not only are your T's crossed and your I's dotted, I need to know that your sentence is structured correctly, that you're using capital letters at the beginning of each sentence. I need to know that you know where to put the comma. You know what I'm saying? What needs to be put in parentheses? Like, See, I need you to go
Did
back,
you
take that back.
cite your source?
Yeah. I need you. I need you to go back.
See, that's
and
how y'all treat all my takes.
Yeah.
See, that's how y'all do King Damo. Y'all know I got all the answers, but it ain't never good enough until Uncle Will said or Uncle Tony said or Sir PPP. And I say Sir PPP because he think he from fucking London. You know what I mean? And then you got Sir Yell a lot. That's Kappa, right? And then you got OG Uncle. Uncle don't think I say anything right. I'm gonna tell him in person. I'm gonna say, who you talking to, Uncle? He taller than me, y'all. I'm gonna walk right up to him today, and I'm gonna let him know something today.
We gave you a broad description on how the relationship is between our two shops, but yeah, it's definitely a lot more detailed than that. But yeah, we are not favorites in the military. I don't care what branch of service you go in. Nobody likes coming.
Guys, I heard it's hard being
nobody like coming to our office. Nobody.
Hey,
You did not like coming to our office. Yeah. And I appreciate that. Yes.
Hey, my cousin just finished officer school, y'all. She's a soldier, man. Shout out to her. Again,
she went to OCS.
So I'm proud of her,
Shout
man.
out to her.
And my baby come from a girly girl background. She's never even had a male coach in her life. So it was her first time, failing in front of men. And, you don't do everything right when you in the training and stuff, So that was like an experience for her. And something happened there. And she said, man, 2 people got caught messing around, a girl and a boy, white girl, white boy. You know what I mean? And she said they sent their ass home and punished everybody else. I thought they were fucked up, man.
That's how it gets done.
I thought they were fucked up. I said, so you send the people home that did it, and you punish everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my boy Nick, Slick Nick, aka Prowling Veteran, who's prowling the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina right now. Nick, what's happening?
Nothing much.
What's going on, my guy?
Nothing much. How y'all doing? Y'all in here talking about the Army?
Good. Yeah. We up and messing with Damo a little bit. Let me read these comments real quick. SC said, me and my wife, Mrs. SC Bangkok boy. Tony, we might wear our XL jerseys tonight. Okay. Listen, just because you are trying to correct the spelling now, sir, it is too late in the game. You are forever cemented, Mr. Wife. Don't even try to switch up right now.
Oh,
don't even try to do
man.
it. And she said,
Tony, man, no slut.
None. He don't cut. That's no slack. Have you not seen what he just called me? Tony Chicken Chin Yao or something like that. He just said.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Tony. Here you go again. Tony real name is Tommy. He ain't got no job, man. See, that's why I'm gonna stay on his neck. That is the exact reason why I'm gonna stay on his neck. Edgewater said, I don't know why y'all mad. Tech McMillan is still out there. Y'all be fine. Yeah, but that's a good comment, Edge. Yes, he's still out there. I think they wanted to create more of a mismatch with him this year. That's why he has been bought or been moved into the slot a little more this year, in hopes that Brazzell would be that deep vertical threat. And now that he's not here, the question is, will it affect Brad Idzik scheme wise, or what he can and can't do, or will the plan still move forward and he would just be able to utilize other pieces in the spot that they were assuming Chris Brazzell would be in. But I'm of that same mindset, Edge, that I think we'll be fine as well. I don't think anything would change, or if so, not too much. But it's just a good question, because we don't even really know what Brad Idzik play calling is going to look like. All right.
I just got a question. So like, nobody cares that.
And Circle, hold on real quick. Circle, I see you back there, Circle. I'll get to you in a minute. Go ahead.
So the whole Brazzell going down thing, right? What makes it suck so bad is not only could he have been a great addition, a future star at Carolina? Like, but he
Yeah.
was a deep threat element. He really was almost a sure-handed catcher, another sure-handed catcher, right? And a chain mover, the deep threat. Let's just talk about the deep. Just the fact that they know he can go deep and mouse anybody in your backfield. Like, that is completely off of our board now. We don't have guys that stretch the field off of speed. You could say we have Legette, but like, I just don't know if they're going to put him in a lot of situations like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? From where he's been knocked down, I don't know if you get him running deep out the slot. Or I don't know. I just like the option of threatening deep. Like when we had Ted again, you had to account for him. You already got to account for T-Mac and Coker. You're going to have to double both of them or try to figure it out. But like, who's going to stretch that field now? If Jimmy doesn't get the shots, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that teams can, like, we're kind of, we're handicapped. I don't like being handicapped.
Why XL can't stretch the field?
Say it again.
Why can't XL stretch the field?
Now, you know what? I'm an XL at this point hater now. I think I'm one of the leaders of the XL hate group because we wanted him and then he ain't panning out. So I had to flip flop and I got to pick a side. And I'm choosing to be against them because maybe it's making them play better. So I'm saying we don't have it. You tell me why we do, if we do.
You named everybody else that's slower than him. But you can't you can't name the dude who fastest.
No, Nick, don't try to dodge the question. He said you tell him what makes you think XL can be the deep threat. What evidence do you have?
I'll be 100%. I'm gonna be a excuse. Did you say excuse? Did you just say that, Tony?
How you gonna tell me?
No.
Oh, I just want to make sure, Tony. Hey, look. So this is what it is, man. I think the pressure has amounted, and the last time we saw pressure amount on which call, he went off. So I think he's gonna go off this year. Hey, just my opinion. It's an opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. If it happens, it happens.
He better go off, or he gonna go right off the team.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and y'all gonna hate.
Patient with my quarterback.
XL has the. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna answer this question directly. XL has the speed to pop the top off of a defense. He can.
Yes.
So to say that that's the direct answer to that question. What happened is, and I can hear you, Tony. I hear you, but this is not the two shot. Okay, you do not get the approval. So, he has the skills to pop the top off the defense. Now, has he proven it consistently? No. Have they used him in that capacity consistently? No, they haven't. They never said that they were going to use Brazzell that way. They just said they were going to put Brazzell at the X. That's all they said.
That's true.
So all we were doing as Panther fans is salivating and projecting.
Can we say, Will, you said he has the skill to go deep. Can I just say something? He has the physical ability and he has literally the traits of speed. That's all I can give XL. I don't know if XL really has the ball tracking ability to catch that go ball, not the little 30-yard, 20-yard.
That mean you ain't seen.
He can get his head around, get his feet in. I don't know if them hands can really go up there and he bring it down.
That means you ain't seen him play in college. That's what that means.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on. Go ahead, Damo.
In the league from college, bro. He does not look like the same. I've seen all his college tape, but y'all got to think. I really wanted to get when we drafted him. I was like, fuck it, it might be a steal. I was thinking what they was thinking, and I still think it's okay. I don't think it's there. But I think that they still think it's there because, I mean, you paid this nigga all this money. I don't think he has the ability to really be what I'm talking about. Bryce need a nigga to go 40 yards and he chucking it deep. I just don't think XL is the guy he can trust. It would have to be T-Mac or Coker or Jimmy Horn, not to even say they trust him.
Jimmy Horn.
I don't see a streaker. I just don't see that.
Why y'all keep saying Jimmy Horn?
I say Jimmy because I've seen Jimmy college tape, but I don't know if that's going to translate to the league because he's small. You know what I mean? So, even though Tank Dell and them guys get busy out there, they small too. But they, they just get more looks where they from. You can say that they just better. I'll get that. But
Tank Dell don't get nothing because he can't stay healthy.
Well, that right there true. Now that's true. That's true. There's another receiver. Not just Tank Dell. There's another one. Flowers. For
Zay Flowers?
Is it Zay Flowers from is that the Ravens receiver? I think number 4.
Yeah, that's Zay Flowers.
He's
yeah.
a little on the small side, if I can remember. I think he's like 5'10", 5'9", right?
Yeah, he is.
But he's a threat. He's
Mr.
so
Throw,
good, y'all.
Mr.
He's
Throw
so
the
good.
ball down himself.
He one of them guys that can score a touchdown and get the touchdown called back because he do some stupid shit. Like, that's how good he is, though. He that good and that dumb at the same time. I think Legette has abilities. I just don't think I don't think he's a smart enough player, man. And hopefully that can change in year 3. I hate to be so hard on him, but it's like, because I know he fought his way to get here, but it's like, damn, bro, people like you are supposed to come to the league and take it by storm. Like, I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm done.
And hold on, Will. Let me read this real quick because I think Nick wanted to get in. Then you can get in. And hold on, I see you back there, Bloody. I don't know if I guess Circle done dropped off. Okay, but yeah, y'all hold on 1 second. Shout out to Desarian for the 400 jewels. Eagle, Desarian. I have no idea what jewels are. But you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel, so I know he will appreciate the 400 jewels. Thank you, I appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button as well, my friend. And if you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, make sure you do so as well. There's about 70, 75 people that's watching right now through the 2 channels. Make sure you go to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. Let me drop the banner right here so you can read it and see it. YouTube.com/@Sports Talk at UO Sports Talk. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell. Select all so you'll be made aware whenever I do go live. That's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll greatly appreciate it. And if you want to show love to the channel, if you haven't been enjoying the conversation, the debate, the vibe, and the energy this morning, there's a welcome to the morning kickoff pinned message in the YouTube chat that has the link to the PayPal. Okay, I greatly will appreciate that as well. Or you can send a super chat. I greatly appreciate that as well. So go ahead, Nick.
And I get it. I get the disappointment and the wait, but I'm just hoping that XL is a late bloomer, and I hope this year he blooms. And I think that'll benefit us really if he does. So, but it is what it is. I didn't see XL taking the NFL by storm, since he was a late bloomer in college. So I didn't see that happening right off the bat. So Let's see where we get to. Let's see where we get to with him. I'm just hoping that he comes out here and performs this year, so that way. I mean, I just want the success of the team. So,
all right, Will, go ahead. What you about to say?
Yeah. So the overall success for the team is paramount, right? I think that's what we all want. I know that's what I want for sure. But can I just address this Jimmy Horn thing? It's like Jimmy Horn has the best PR department in the world. Jimmy Horn has not proven a single thing. But people will sit there and be like, well, why haven't Jimmy Horn? Because y'all like the man. That doesn't mean that he hasn't beaten the guy in front of him on the depth chart yet. So to say, oh, he hasn't gotten his chances yet. He has gotten his chances. He didn't do it. He was in training camp. He didn't beat out the guy in front of him. He said, well, why isn't he not catching, return? Why he's not a returner? Because apparently, HN is a better returner. That's why. I don't understand that part about our fan base with the Jimmy Horn thing. Because I'm gonna call out, like, for example, my wife. You can't tell her that Jimmy Horn shouldn't be on the field. I'm like, Jimmy Horn got the best PR department in the world. I don't.
You need to listen to your wife, Will.
Here we go. but so I just wanted to just say that that's the only thing I wanted to mention about the Jimmy Horn thing. I want Jimmy Horn to succeed, but he hasn't beaten the guy in front of him. Just like y'all give um everybody else on the team some smoke. Give him some smoke for not being able to crack the roster and get some more reps. Nobody shouldn't be
Hey, I'm
handing him
with you.
anything.
I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right, Will. Hey,
Yeah.
same thing I've said about XL when we drafted XL is the same thing I try to warn Panther fans about Jimmy Horn when we drafted Jimmy Horn, and everybody was saying his speed this, his speed that. We can do this, we can do that, and I told people from day one, pipe down when it comes to Jimmy Horn, because he's not all that when it comes to being a wide receiver. He has a lot of development when it comes to wide receiver. I heard people say, well, yeah, I remember his college tape at Colorado. Well, if you know his college tape like I know at Colorado, and I ain't never missed a game, then you would know that he was not consistently doing what some people think that he can do in the NFL. He just wasn't. He couldn't stay healthy. Both seasons he was there, he missed time. Okay, he may have had like one splash game a season, and then after that, you know what I'm saying? You really didn't hear from him. In the return game, he got beat out by LeJontay Wester his last year. LeJontay Wester returned punts. Jimmy Horn was a track guy that came when he came to South Florida. And then well, I think he walked on to the football team, but he has a lot of development there as far as being a complete NFL type receiver. Now I understand that he's put on some weight this offseason. They say he's looking better in training camp. Kudos, because I want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see him win, but the high praise that a lot of people put on Jimmy, hey, let Jimmy develop, let him get to where he needs to be. Stop putting these unreal expectations on someone that didn't even do that what you think he can do on the college level. So and shout
And you
shout
you
out to
didn't have to
Donna
take that. You
B.
didn't have to take. I'm sorry. You
Oh,
didn't take
shout
that
out
shot
to
at XL.
Donnie B. He said, she said, leave Jimmy alone. Well, I ain't messing with Jimmy. I'm just going off of Will. Will was the one that was hating on Jimmy, and I was just following up, just trying to provide support, Donnie B. So you got to take that up with Will.
Hey,
Yeah.
so wait. Don't be having every black woman in America ready to whoop my ass. Please. Please. You know exactly what you're doing. Donna,
Oh,
all I said
bloody.
was he hasn't proven himself yet. Then he hasn't proven himself yet. You ain't gonna let me defend myself. I'm copping over here,
No,
copping,
sir.
please.
Bloody, what's
Oh,
going on?
Tony, what's going on with you this morning or this afternoon where you located? Fellas, what's going on with y'all?
Bloody
so
sound like he got a damn Claymore mine set in his mouth. What's happening, man?
Man, I told you, every time I wake up in the morning, I sound like this, huh? Because I was listening to y'all, but then I kind of dozed and I was still listening. Then I heard Mullins be talking. I heard Jimmy Horn and everything like that. And somebody compared to
Yeah.
Zay Flowers. And I'm about to say, man, Jimmy more built than him. But, I mean, Will's just straight sliced up my points. So I can't even support Jimmy. Like, God damn it, Will.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hey, Will. Uncle Gay said,
Yeah,
"Why you whisper when you said even my wife?"
yeah, because she downstairs. Tell him that please stop
she
paying
down.
attention to she she she
She
she, she,
downstairs.
she downstairs. Shit, trying to
Go
have me a
ahead.
good ass weekend, man. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, bloody.
But
What's on your
nah,
mind?
man. Nah, I agree with you know what I'm saying, Mrs. Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that, Jimmy should get a little bit more opportunities based off his ability, but also at the same time will make a great valid point. 'Cause my uncle used to tell me this shit a long time ago. If certain players don't get on the field, that's because them coaches see something. That's why they ain't got out though. And me
My bad. I'll
personally,
go after you,
no,
bro.
go ahead, go ahead.
I just want to say something to that point. We got to remember how offense really be out there flowing. We don't be on the field long. Offense low-key be going in and out. So, like, when that's happening in a game, like, you're probably gonna just try to keep playing your starters if they not hurt or if it don't look like they're doing anything completely wrong. Let's say like it just be a lot of shit going on wrong, especially early in the season with Carolina. So I think guys that are supposed to get more opportunities, they can't never get them shots because we don't be in them situations to be able to do so. I think we deal with a lot of struggling offense early in Carolina, and it does prohibit other players from getting shots. That's all I want to say.
Mm.
Because there were
Valid
times
point.
where they put Jimmy, and Jimmy, like I said, we would not have beat Miami if Jimmy didn't make that catch. And there's a reason why Bryce threw it to him and why he was out there on the field on that down. There was a reason why in the playoffs they targeted Jimmy Horn. They targeted him. They are trying. We don't have enough situations
But
where we can get other guys involved in
But
Carolina.
you know what? I look. Here's why I look at those two situations differently. I don't remember everything or enough about the Miami game. I do remember him making that catch. But if y'all noticed throughout the rest of the season, all you saw Jimmy Horn doing was jet
Jet sweeps.
motion, orbit motion, all that. And you know, a lot of times, well, this is what coaches do offensively. We're just talking about offense side of the ball, sequencing. So when you hear people talking about sequencing, it's the play that sets up the play within the play, right? So you can run
Mhm.
jet motion, jet motion, jet motion. Then the next thing you know, that's a handoff. Or you can run jet motion, jet motion. The next thing you know, that's Jimmy Horn on the go route. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a play within the play. But in that playoff game, I think it was wrong of the Panthers to target Jimmy on the last play of the game and put that kind of pressure on him when you didn't even really throw him the ball at all in that game.
But
So
do
it's
you know
like
why they did that to him? Do you know
but
what
but
they
hold
see,
on.
Jimmy?
But
If y'all don't,
hold on.
oh my bad. I'm sorry.
Hold
My
on.
bad. My bad. Go ahead.
You give somebody that was ice cold in a high pressure situation and a ball that wasn't, I mean, you could argue and say whether it was catchable or not. But just to put him, a rookie, 6th-round draft pick that you haven't really utilized that much as far as uh pass attempts throughout the season, and then you put that kind of pressure on him in a high pressure situation, and it's the last play of the game, and it's either do or die. I just think that was just too much for him. And that same play that he ran against the Rams was the same play that he ran against Miami. This time he just dropped the ball. Go ahead, Damo.
Okay, well, listen. I actually love your takes, Tony. That's why I ask these questions sometimes also, like when I'm talking to Will and you guys, so I can learn, right? Because I'm trying to really figure it out. I watch so much Colorado football that, bro, sometimes I had to remind myself, you're a Tar Heel fan, right? So with that being said, I was looking for both of them for the last 3 years, just watching them, because I actually just got back to watching more college ball like 3 years ago, being honest. But I want to say that for Jimmy Horn, they targeted him the way that they did because that's what Jimmy was in Colorado. He was a game breaker late in games when you need somebody to go up and get the ball. When you need a guy streaking downfield, getting open deep or getting open in the middle, who can high point that ball, even with that little frame. Like Jimmy does it well. And Jimmy, when they say is a man, you know how they say you a man's man coming in, like he got that dog mindset, bro. They look at him as a dog for real. So they think it don't matter when they call his number. You let a pit bull out that's ready to eat, he gonna eat. So what happens if that's the perspective the coaches have of Jimmy Horn? I don't think it was asking too much of him. I just think in that moment we just didn't come down with it. You know what I'm saying? I just think the pendulum didn't swing our way in that moment, and we had to take that L. But it wasn't on the offense. We all know that shit was on the defense in that game. We really should have went out there and
I mean,
ran
that's
formation
true.
and
Here we
won,
go.
in my opinion.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with you on that, Damo. What you gonna say, Bloody? And I know you feel the opposite way. Go ahead.
Because the simple fact, I went back and I watched that whole tape. And I watched that whole game. First off, we shouldn't have been down in that game. Yes, we made our way back in there. And yes, the offense did drive and gave us their points. But people got to remember, if they watch that game, we did not touch Matthew Stafford the whole game. We didn't sit there I didn't sit there and watch the last drive. We sent four at him. Evero didn't send blitzes at him. He didn't send stunts at him. everything he tried, we just could not get to Matt Stafford. So
Okay,
people
so
sitting,
hold your thought right there. So
Mhm.
with all that you just said, whose fault on that?
I mean, shoot, to me, that's just the Rams offensive line doing a great job. That's how I look at it.
So if we didn't touch Matthew Stafford all game, no
Mhm.
matter what pressure, no matter what kind of stunt games, like we threw the whole kitchen sink at him, and
Mhm.
we couldn't get home and affect him. For
Mhm.
the Panthers, who's at fault? Is that the offense or the defense fault?
See, y'all looking at it from that perspective. I don't look at it from
No,
that perspective.
bloody, no. I'm just going off of what you just said. Everything
Yes,
that you just outlined for us. So
right. So
from
I
that
can't give another
standpoint,
team
based
credit for
off,
sitting there and protecting their QB,
okay,
regardless of what we did.
but here's the thing, God. No. Credit to the Rams for picking up the pressure, the stunts, and all that. Cool. I'm with you when it comes to that. But they did play a defense in that game. A defense
Mhm.
did try to affect Matthew Stafford and
Right,
couldn't. So
right.
therefore, who fault was it that they couldn't get home to Matthew Stafford? Who
The
fault is it
players,
that they could not affect him?
the players.
What players?
Well,
For who?
Well,
well,
I'm gonna say in that moment, wouldn't it be the players though? Because if you put the right scheme out there and the players just didn't operate,
Y'all got to be kidding
because
me.
I'm be
It's
G
so
with you, Tony. Like I don't
it's
see the
so
trick question that's
simple.
being asked, bro. Like,
It's
cause
not it's not a trick question. It's so simple, but nobody seemed like they wanted to admit that it was the defense. Let's just say it. Let's just all try to come together on one accord. If you got 11 on your offense and I got 11
mhm,
on my defense, and my
mhm,
defense cannot get to your quarterback, my
mhm.
defense cannot apply pressure, my defense cannot help secure the lead that the offense just gave us with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. Who is the damn blame? Come on, bloody.
What you gonna say with Evero?
Can
What?
can
I
I
don't, bro. I'm being G
can I
with you. I don't
Oh,
know, cause I'm sitting there. Look, when I
okay.
can I
watch a
add to
All
game,
that?
right.
go ahead, Will, cause I'm
So
really
bloody,
lost
so
for real,
bloody,
for
can I
real.
help you out? Yeah, can I
You can
help you
go
out,
ahead,
bloody?
cause go ahead,
It
sir.
was it was the it was the talent gap that we had on defense. We could not apply pressure to Matthew Stafford because we had DJ Wanham out there trying to apply pressure. We did not have a Jaelan Phillips. Um, we did not have um a threatening interior defensive lineman like Devin Lloyd that was going to be able to cause turmoil that you could possibly send in on a blitz. Um, there was there was a talent gap. It was our defense that caused. It wasn't that Matthew Stafford beat us. Is that our defense was not able to stop him. That's what it is on that game. And so and then everybody always go to the last play of the season when it's fourth season. You throw the ball at Jimmy Horn. I think that's unfair to Jimmy Horn, and it's unfair for people to even blame Jimmy Horn for that. Some people did, and I think a lot of people have kind of forgiven him for it and moved on. But
Mm-hmm.
because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. But that's what it is. It's our, in my opinion, and I think this is what Tony is saying. It's our defense
Mm-hmm.
allowed that to happen. And then on top of that,
Allowed?
Jaycee Horn wasn't even in the game. So he was down his number one corner. So now let's look at what they did the offseason. By us saying all of that, now let's
Mm-hmm.
look at what they did with the off. They brought in Jaelan Phillips. They want to get pressure on the quarterback. We
Mm-hmm.
was getting eat across the middle. So because our inside linebackers was trash. They paid for an
That's true.
inside linebacker. And oh, by the way, they brought in that outside corner. What's his name? Dang. The new corner they
Who?
brought in. They brought
You talking about Willie?
um
Come on, Will Lee?
yeah, Will
Who we drafted?
yeah, Will
Okay.
yeah, drafted Will Lee. They drafted Will Lee as the corner, right? So they as you can truly see, just from that last series of that game was a real like a real use case of what was wrong with our defense. And you could tell by the offseason exactly what the front office addressed. So I just wanted to just kind of put that into perspective. That because I know, most people, like some people don't see it in that light. They only see that Matthew Stafford threw the pass. Well, we could have stopped him, but we didn't have the talent to do it.
Well, only pushback I would give to that, Will, is because we played the Rams 5 weeks earlier in the regular season, and we were able to affect Matthew Stafford. Matter of fact, we strip sacked Matthew Stafford to secure the win in that game, right? So what the Rams did, I'm assuming, I don't know this for sure, I'm assuming that they schemed up their offensive protection to go against the weakness that they saw 4 or 5 weeks earlier. So what did we do defensively to combat that? Because there's got to be a counter move to the counter move, because you already know the Rams were going to come back and not allow you to do the same thing that you did 4 or 5 weeks ago. So what else could you do to affect Matthew Stafford?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Tony,
In the
my
playoff
fault.
game. So no, go ahead, Blood. You got it. Go ahead.
No, because like what you're saying is true. Most likely they double block and neutralize Big Grizzly because he's the centerpiece, he's the anchor of the defense. And I know a lot of people saying they don't like the prevent defense that Evero do, but piggybacking on what Will said, we never had a true pass rush last year. So the simple fact he had to put his corners 7 and 10 yards off to let what pass rush we had get time to go back there. That's the only reason why he had guys play off so far on our defense, because he couldn't play bump and run. Because if they'd have got to step on a quick release, now he didn't got the corner stack. That's an even quicker throw. So I understand why
Okay.
Evero, did what he did. It's just the fact of up front, they just couldn't get the separation, or if they did get separation, Stafford was able to get that ball out so quick. People have to remember, he is a vet. He done seen every defensive front and every defensive
That
coverage
is true.
in the league. So he
That
know
is
he
true.
know where the weak spot is. It's just the fact players who are good enough, who can play outside of the system, can jump the route and make a play.
Right. I agree with that too. So
But I see what you're saying though.
I will go back to remember 4 or 5 weeks ago when we played the Rams, we were missing a lot of starters on the defense.
It's true.
Were we not? We're
It's
missing
true.
a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
were.
starters.
It's
So
true.
would you be willing to say that the starters that we missed 4 or 5 weeks prior, they played in the playoff game, correct? So
Correct.
Yes, they did.
defensively, we had a better starting 11 defensively than we had 4 or 5 weeks prior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There was
Mm-hmm.
nothing
Yes.
about the Rams offensively that changed. Puka Nacua was still there. Devontae Parker was still there. Kyron
The
Williams
run
was
game
still
was
there.
still there.
Matthew Stafford was there. Yeah, the run game. Yeah. So they ran the ball effectively on us in the playoffs the same way they did 4 or 5 weeks ago. Now, luckily, we got some defensive stops. We got a couple interceptions that game. One, I think we ran one back. Mike Jack ran
Mike Jack.
one back that game. Yeah. So, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Jaycee Horn out that whole game in that regular
Yeah,
season
Jaycee
game?
Horn was out that whole
He was
game.
because he had the
Trayvon
concussion.
Merrick was out that whole game.
Yeah.
Trayvon Merrick was out too.
What's his not Josie Jewell. Wasn't Rose Boom out that game?
Rose Boom, Morig, and
Yeah.
and
JC.
JC.
JC. Yeah.
Because Mike Jack played the number one corner. He was playing the boundary, and they had a Caleb Williams in. So I'm
Right.
just saying, like, I'm just saying, and I saw the comment where Eternal, you know how Eternal do in other places, whatever. But all I'm saying is that was one game where we put points on the board offensively, right? that was one game where we went down and got the lead. And all we were asking, what we have been asking from Evero defense for the 2 or 3 years he's been here, is do the same thing that you have been doing for 3.5 quarters. Then all of a sudden, here we go with this prevent defense. It's 3rd and 8. Now you got the corners 12 yards deep. Now you got the damn safeties. They 40 yards away from the line of scrimmage, and now the middle of the field is open. They attack that middle of the field all the way down the field. All the way down the field. That wasn't nobody from the offense fault. That was the play caller that put those players in that position. Yeah. He put them in that position. So my thing is, and why I get frustrated talking about Evero in this prevent defense, yes, I understand that we don't have the talent that we are supposedly have now on paper. But if we didn't already have evidence that what we can do can be effective against them, I wouldn't even be saying this. Because the way we played them 4 or 5 weeks ago, prior, was different than how we played them in the playoff game. And we still had an opportunity to win the game, and we didn't.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Much respect. Much respect.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Nick said he backstage.
Let me bring him up. Go ahead, Nick. What's going on? I appreciate you for patiently waiting, sir. I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to say this. I 100% agree with you. They countered to what we did with the week like 4 weeks before, and the onus is this: all Tony wanted you to say that it was the defense's fault, which it was the defense's fault. It was 100% the defense's fault. You could say it was Evero's fault if you don't want to blame the players, whatever you want to do. The thing about it is that 100% fact is that they realized that throwing to the outside was not a good idea. So they just tore us up across the middle of the field. If you never realized, Puka Nacua went to the slot after a while because they got tired of Mike Jack jumping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Had his ass in handcuffs.
So they decided to put Puka in the slot and they send him across the middle, and then there was nothing Roseboom right there doesn't make the play. So at the end of the day, they found the weakness. They found the weakness of the defense, and Evero failed to adjust to force them to do something else.
Well, guys, because I got this question. I mean, that was the same weakness we had when we played Jayville beginning of the season. So even if, you know what I'm saying, Evero tried to make an adjustment, I mean, that was always, you know what I mean, the weakness. So it was nothing that we could have did regardless.
Yeah, you're right. But at the end of the day, this is what you could have attempted to do. Well, because I know that y'all say that he was sending blitzes and stuff like that, but if you actually notice in that game, he did send the blitz, but he never sent more than 4 guys.
Well, I was talking about that last play.
But that ain't a blitz then.
I was specifically talking about
the last play. He was sending the pressure from somewhere else instead of sending it from the front 4 because he was attempting to do something else, but I feel like in the thing that he needed to overload it because at this point they were picking him apart across the middle, and if you can't force him off his spot and force him to make he's just gonna pick you apart. Just like y'all said, Matthew Stafford is a veteran. This dude
master. He's a master back there.
Yeah, he's been there, done that. So every defense you throw at him, he's seen it. So if you're not able to affect him, which is the only reason we beat them the first time, is because you were able to affect Matthew Stafford. And I mean, and kudos to them for picking up the stunt because the reason that the Big Grizzly got to him in the first game because they ran a stunt.
Mm-hmm.
He wrapped around, and as soon as he wrapped around, he was in Matthew Stafford's face. And the unfortunate situation, Matthew Stafford decided to put the ball away from his body. He slapped that shit out of his hand. So at the end of the day, it was a chess match, and we got outgained.
Mm.
That's just what it
Hey,
is, man.
Blood, let me
Go ahead.
go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
I just said Evero got outgained, and that's just it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Blood, let me ask you about Brad Idzik. So I'm trying to get back on topic here. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the 11 personnel and 12 personnel, again, we know Chris Brazzell is out. He was the number 3 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you yeah, I was messing with Will and Nick when I said that. But
Yeah, I know you
based
said
off based
You
off the
said that.
reports, they wanted to move Tet inside because they wanted to use Chris Brazzell vertical speed on the outside. So now that Brazzell's going to be out for the year, do you think that would change Brad Idzik's play calling when it comes to like 11 personnel and 12 personnel, or do you think that he would just replace the quote unquote supposed to be production of Chris Brazzell by doing like a committee thing?
Well, I don't think it's going to change at all. And the reason why I say that is we've seen them put Tet in the slot last year. So I always think that they was going to put Tet in the slot regardless of the situation. It's just going to depend on how the flow of the game going. It depends on what type of defense we playing, if they want to put him in the slot or if he's still working with from the boundary at that particular time. So that aspect won't change as much. Now with Brazzell's production, and I hate to be this guy, but that's just who I am. We really don't know what his production would have been. We could
Yep.
just,
Facts.
just think and just say, okay, well, he
Mhm.
could get this, he could get that. We just know exactly what his role possibly could have been. Now that just going to leave us with the opportunity to put, Mullins in that opportunity. That situation again, just to see what he can do with it. If he can be the vertical threat guy that, we expecting him to be, because like I say, I seen him do it down here in the city. You can possibly put Coker in that slot, in that position, just to, if you're gonna be a dummy route, just to open something up. He could be in that spot just to actually catch somebody slipping down the field, either one of them boys. So the possibilities are there and it's endless for where you want to put these guys at and the
Yep.
timing of it. But Ted going in the slot, he was always gonna go there. And this, to me, like I
You
said,
think
I don't
so?
believe that's just situational.
Yeah, you got to.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Go
to.
ahead, Nick.
You got to. You got to put it. You have to. You have to. The thing about it is, Tet is a really good player, but the thing about it is, we know that teams are going to plan for Tet now. They're going to bracket him. They're going to um,
All right,
they
Airman.
do all that kind of thing. So this is the one thing that I did learn these last couple days is that you have to you have to show gamesmanship to get your guys open. You have to force the matchups that you want. And if you're not able to do that, your guys are going to just see double coverage and you're going to have to throw somewhere else and all that kind of stuff, or you're going to have to throw it up for grabs and hopefully they come down with it. So this is the chess match that we're going to have to play with Tet. We're going to have to move them all around. You're going to have to force them to put people on them that you don't want. They don't want to have cover him. And if you
Right.
don't do that, I think you see Tet's production take a little bit of a dip because of that.
Okay. Go ahead, Will. What you think?
Well, they kind of picked the plate clean for me here, and I'm glad that somebody, and I'm glad it was my guy from the Metro that
Oh
that
God,
that
here we go.
said we don't know. See, Tony, that we don't know what
But I
Brazzell was
oh, I thought my
gonna
mic
do.
was muted. My bad. Go ahead.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So we didn't know. We don't know what Brazzell production was going to be. And we did see Tet in the slot this year. I think he's going to be in the slot more frequently this year. So I believe that our offense is going to have some new wrinkles in it. I think that Brazzell was going to get his opportunities, but I don't think that Brazzell was going to be the starting number 3 wide receiver. I think he was going to be behind Tet. So he was not going to be the starting number 3. I think he was going to be the backup X to Tet on the depth chart. And that's the way it was going to look. I know that that's unpopular in a lot of circles around, a lot of, in the Panther ecosystem. I understand that. And yes, you did see XL make those types of plays in William Bryce Stadium. I'm hoping that he can get to that level again this year at Bank of America. So.
All right. And I'll ask this question. Nick, you can go first on this one. Can the motion, bunches, stacks, and condensed formations consistently answer press coverage if the receivers do not improve the individual release techniques? Nick.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Did you hear me?
Just hold up. I'm on this hallway. I'm in this hallway in this hotel, and I can't. It's
All
going
right,
in and out.
Well, let me ask Bloody. I'll get back to you. Hey, Bloody. So can motion, bunches, stacks, and condensed formations consistently answer press coverage if receivers do not improve their individual release techniques?
I believe it can do it some. And in my turn, where I'm from, when we see that kind of formation, we always say you're hiding a receiver. Now, it can work, especially if you going over routes, going across the middle of the field, and using these other receivers in front of you as synchronized swimmers, as I like to say, because that's how the route concept's supposed to be. But at the same token, because if I do the positive, I gotta do the negative. We are in the NFL. If this was college, oh yeah, you can eat up them defenses down in college all day like that. But
Right.
in the NFL, you're gonna have some guys who can recognize their formation, who understand where the soft spots in the zone they're gonna be, and try to prevent it as much as possible by just backing off a couple yards, staying at a certain angle, and knowing that okay, he's gonna have to come this way based off of what hash they at. So it can be an advantage. Yes, it could probably be a little bit higher percentage advantage depending on down and distance, and depending on what type of defense we're playing, and depending on what type of coordinator we're playing as well. So
Okay.
on the high side, I would say yeah, at a higher percent than the low side.
But even if the receivers don't improve their release techniques.
Now, and that's the thing. I do believe their release technique will get better, but to answer your question, if release technique is a problem, then that's when you gotta revert to hiding the receiver to get him open, so then they can utilize his athleticism and his speed to, get to his spot a lot quicker. Because obviously, if you didn't have to hide him, he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be in that situation. He could just get it on his own. So it can work for a while. And like I say, and it all depends on what type of defense and what type of coordinator you're playing against for it to work effectively.
Okay. And real quick, before you go, Nick, shout out to SC Panther, boy, little Thailand 803 for that PayPal gift that he sent me. I just got the alert, so I don't know if he's still in the chat. But shout out to SC. Appreciate that love, man. Thank you for always supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate that.
Shout out to Midland's boy.
Go. What you call him?
It says shout out to Midland's boy.
Oh, Midland's boy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. What you got? Can
I listen.
motion bunches, stacks, and condensed formations consistently and suppress coverage if the receivers do not improve their individual release technique?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. I understand what Bloody was trying to get at. You know, individual players have to be able to be individually good so that they can do things themselves. But at the end of the day, this is all about the gamesmanship of football now. At the end of the day, if you are not able to use motion bunches and anything, any other technique to try to get your guys open, you are doing a disservice to your team. So I would think that yes, they can utilize those types of formations or pre-snap motions and all that kind of stuff to get these guys to help these guys to get open. Yes, they do need to still better their individual techniques so that they can get open. You can be a man beater by yourself, but at the end of the day, I think that is part of the game to do these things so that way you can. Because I'm going to say I was listening to the radio on all the way down here to Charlotte last night, and one of the things that I listened to that I found it was really good, man, is that one thing they don't do in college is the extreme amount of gamesmanship, forcing teams to put players on players that they don't want to. So I think that you have to do that so that you can have these advantages. So then you can force teams to do things in desperation that they normally would not do. So I think you can these things. It ain't just hiding the receiver. It's a part of the game that is needed so that way you can up your game. Because if you don't put those in your jar, I guarantee I don't care who you have on your roster. Because I mean they do it. I don't know how y'all feel. I feel like Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. And I feel like if you don't add those extra wrinkles in there, we don't see everything the same. We don't see him just outright obliterate people the way that he does. And that's just my opinion.
Okay. Will, what you got?
So I don't know, man. This one's kind of tough for me because you know where I want to go with this.
Yes.
Huh?
Go ahead and go there. Don't be trying to hold back. This is Fan Fest Friday. Fan Fest Friday. To say that fast 3 times. Fan Fest Friday. Do your thing, player.
I think that we can. And I think that, and I'm just gonna be honest. Hopefully these damn soldiers let me through here. hold on a second. Hey, this is for VIP parking only?
Yes, sir.
All right. No, I'm not on the VIP list.
Not on the VIP list?
So I'm gonna loop back around.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Yep. All right. So hey, I didn't I'm going to a change of command, and I didn't RSVP,
okay.
so I know I'm not on I know I'm not on the VIP list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's your fault.
Yeah, I know. And now I'm scrambling trying to find parking. So but anyway, I'm gonna park over here at the pool. So back to what I was saying is
I see W parking at the pool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna park over
I'm sorry, my
5.
CW5 parking at the pool, yeah. But anyway,
yeah. Get to the back, Chief. Get to the back, Chief.
Hey, did I argue when I said I wasn't on the VIP list? Let me find some place to park, and yet y'all still giving me hell.
Yeah, because we know you should have done better.
Yeah, you should have done better. Exactly. Remember earlier when I was talking about cross your T's and dot your I's? See, this is why shit don't get approved when you come to the
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead, Will.
Anyway, the question still remains on the table. And I say this. I say that the 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 key to all of this, and I know, is XL producing in the future. That's the key to all
what you
of
mean
this.
by that? What's the future? That's a broad statement. What you mean in the future? Like immediate future or
In
two,
the
3 years
immediate
down the
future.
road?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
In the immediate future. This season, he's going to have to do the things that are necessary for him to enable the offense to open up things in the playbook of the offense. He has to do that. He has to. There's the, I, I don't want to use the words. I don't want to use the Army words that I want to use, but he has to poo-poo or get off the pot, right?
Yeah.
He got to poo-poo or get off the pot. Period. That is the answer. So, with that being said, whether we do bunch formations, hide the receiver, tet in the slot, it all Coca has solidified what it is that what right looks like. He's already did that. Tet has shown that he is the X. Now, XL needs to make sure that he does his part to ensure that he is a consistent threat when he's on the field. That's his job. So I want to see that this season. He has to do that this season.
But what if he don't, Will? Just. I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What if he don't? What if he don't produce like a lot of people feel or think will happen? Then what?
And he out of here this offseason.
He would definitely not get a contract extension, and he will be on the open market. He will be on the open market if he doesn't do that this season. That's just you cannot not only it's not even only about the money that would be owed to him. It is a roster spot that he will be taking up that he is not producing in. And you cannot have that on a 53-man roster. This is not college where you got a 155-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can't have that. You can't have that. If that makes any sense.
Okay. No, it does. It does. Okay, so fellas, let me ask you this question. And Bloody, you can go first on this one.
Okay.
Which personnel grouping best matches Carolina's current strength? Is it the 11 personnel for spacing or 12 personnel for protection and run pass conflict?
Honestly, I mean, I may be a broken record when I say this. To me, it's all situational. You know, we have the personnel to do 13 and can throw it all over the yard. We do, and vice versa. But it, like I say, I may sound like a broken record, but it all goes back to how the flow of the game go. It all goes back to how the plays are being called throughout that game. Then it also can go to, whomever is hot that particular day. The running game may be hot that day. Stay in 12. We can do more play action out of this formation. They ain't figuring out how to stop it. If the passing game is going a little bit early, now y'all can call mode 13. So now we can be able to mix and match different type of players from the receiving perspective and we can just sit here and just air it out a little bit more. So for my brain thinking, it's just depending on how the situation is going throughout the game, flow in the other game is going. Hopefully, Izzy, he can get that down pat and knowing how to call plays in sequence. And it just depends on what part of our offense, whether it's our rushing attack or whether it's our passing attack, that's flowing better.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have to drop off, man. I'm getting ready to walk into this change of command.
Okay. All right, man.
All right.
We will
All right,
holler at you later. Make sure you have a
All
safe
right.
trip to Charlotte and you have fun at Fan Fest tonight, man.
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah.
you, brother. Hey, y'all
Yes,
take
sir.
care,
And
fellas.
don't
Take care, chat.
You too,
and
I'll
brother.
see you
don't
later,
don't
Will.
You pound it,
don't forget to give me that 2 acres of land by the water though while you're there.
Hey,
I need
hey,
that.
my man. Now you talking.
I will. All right. So Nick, you go ahead. I just asked Bloody that question. Which personnel grouping best matches Carolina current strength? 11 personnel for spacing, or 12 personnel for protection and run pass conflict?
I think I'm going to. I don't even want to say this because I want us to be able to be in 12, but I think right now 11 personnel is probably a better fit for us. And I'm going to say that because, yes, for protection and stuff like that, but when you go into 12 personnel and you got 2 tight ends out there, you have to at least show the threat that those tight ends can catch the ball. At least show the threat to even, because it doesn't work if you don't have the threat of your tight ends catching the ball. In my opinion, I don't think it works to the full effect.
Right.
If they just outright know that one of these tight ends is going to just block, it gives them opportunities to double somebody else to do something else. So I don't think that we have utilized the tight ends in a way to provide the threat of the tight ends even going across the middle or doing. And I'm gonna say this. We have I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw it a lot last year. We have tried to do that with Ja'Tavion Sanders, but like I said, I think Ja'Tavion Sanders has a little bit of PTSD from getting dumped on his dome. And that's fine. I'm hoping he gets over it this year and he's catching everything. But yeah, I don't see that we have utilized our tight ends enough to give the fear that we may use them across the middle the way that you should in truly running 12 personnel. So I'm going to say 11 personnel stretching the field. It's probably going to be where we'll probably live at most of the time this next season.
Okay.
But it is situational, just like Bloody said.
So real quick, we're gonna move on to what the preseason must prove. There were a number of things that I had written down here, but we're just gonna go with this 4 right here. Outside stability, corners must hold up when Horn moves inside. Number 2, the 4-man disruption. The front must move quarterbacks off schedule. For the offense, formation advantage. The motion and personnel must create real leverage and offensive execution, timing, separation, protection, and all the most important thing, catching the damn ball, right? So that is what I feel like the preseason must prove. I think people should look out for those things as well, because I think it's going to tell a lot about how we function in the regular season, right? So what you do well in the preseason, typically you want to carry that over into the regular season. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, give me one thing offensively and one thing defensively that you would like to see off this list. You go first, Nick.
I would like to see one thing that I have been noticing throughout training camp is that I like to see them spreading the ball out throughout
throughout all the players, all the weapons that we have. Spread the ball out, give these teams hell so that they don't know where we're gonna go and all that kind of stuff. So that's offensively, and then I would like to see JC moving around a little bit more. I would. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that might help us out a little bit more, because I'm going to think about playing the Bengals. They moved Jamar Chase around everywhere, man, and I think that we need to have our best corner saying, yeah, you're not going to beat me inside. I don't care whether you inside, outside, left, right, and that's what I want to see. That's what I felt like JC was in college, and I feel like he can be that in the NFL if we would do it. So I don't think JC is bound to in my mind, I don't feel like JC is bound to a side of the field. I feel like JC can, if you allow him to be Jaycee Horn, I feel like he can cover somebody anywhere, everywhere. You just gotta let him do it.
Right. Hey,
So,
SC, I appreciate that $25 PayPal link. I didn't know it was 2 hours ago, sir. I had just got the alert, so I do appreciate it. And like you said, people, please keep supporting old low tone shrimp fried rice Tony. See, that's why his new nickname will never die, because he always got something. He can't help himself. So
yeah, he can't help himself.
that's all right.
I'm waiting to see him. I'm waiting to see him today. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have jokes left and right.
That's okay, Mr. Bangkok Lady Boy, Dr. Mango 803. That's all right. That is okay. Yeah, that's okay. Bloody, what you got? Give me your give me one on the defensive proof and the offensive proof.
Okay, I was in and out because I was sitting there loading this truck up so I can get this route and stuff together. But
okay.
You say on the offensive side, I have to agree with Gaskins on that. I do want to see him spread the ball out a little bit more. I do want to see some of the tight ends get involved in. I want to see more of them, how they gonna be able to be effective in this offense this year, because we can't just rely on the wide receivers to just make these plays. We got to also rely on these tight ends to, catch passes across the middle of the field. We got to rely on these tight ends to sit there and be the security blanket for the QB to make this offense move as well. On the defensive side, I'm going to be honest. I want to see how that linebacking core looks. I know we saying Devin Lloyd is this and he's that. I want to see if he's really that. I mean, yeah, he was that in Jacksonville. I want to see how he will look with us. I want to see how he get guys lined up. I want to see if he can be able to knock guys' heads off, make tackles in the open field, and really take this defense to the next level. I do also agree with Gas and seeing JC move around. He got that kind of talent. But then if he move around, well, that means Mike Jack, will he be able to move around as well? So I kind of, thinking on that level. But I just really want to see what his linebacking core and mostly Devin Lloyd look like, especially with us. Damn, right. See if I'm missing anything, any other parts I need.
Hey, welcome to the stage, Atlanta Boy 23. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, my guy. What's going on? Talk to me.
So I'm late to the show. What y'all talking about? I seen y'all have the offensive coordinator. Y'all breaking down the scheme or what?
No, we wasn't breaking down his scheme. Just talking about 11 and 12 personnel. How the absence now of Chris Brazzell will affect what Carolina could possibly do with Tetairoa McMillan being on the inside, at the slot. Would things still be the same, or do you think that Brad Idzik will be limited in the type of play calls because he don't have that outside vertical threat, or will it be filled by committee?
He'll be filled by committee. John Mechie get the first crack at it. Him and Bryce already got natural chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, John Mechie?
John Mechie. Here we go.
They've been trying to get this dude for 2 years, man. He's been in trade
so
talks
is he
for 2 years trying to get to Carolina.
So in your mind, is he in the slot or is he on the outside? Because I don't think John Mechie plays on the outside.
He's not gonna be just naturally on the outside. He's gonna be interchangeable, but he's mostly gonna be in the slot. But he can play outside too. Because he
now
did
Coker can play outside. Coker can play outside. If you want to put Coker on the outside and put John Mechie in the slot, I mean you can possibly do that.
Yeah, you can. Coker, I mean, he's not really that fast. I mean, John Mechie's a little faster than Coker.
He don't need to be. Oh God, I wish people quit saying that. You do not have to be fast.
Is Mechie faster than Coker? What kind of foolishness is this?
Yes,
Mechie
is faster than Coker.
Way faster than Coker, bro.
Yes, but you
Mechie might actually be faster than XL.
Yes, Mechie runs like almost a 4.443.
He ain't been showing in the league. His ass can't stay on no team.
Well, he ain't been healthy. Now he's finally healthy. Let's see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wiping him off. Look at the teams he had. He had New York Jets. Who actually succeeded in that system?
Nobody.
In the last 5 years.
Wilson, he's doing pretty good over there. I'm telling you, Mechie ain't what y'all think
he
he
is.
is.
A dog, and he'll do good on any team. Gary Wilson's a dog. He'll do good on any team. It don't matter.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
So Mechie is not what y'all think he is, and y'all trying to bank on some shit that happened 4 years ago. I would give Mechie. I would. If he get hurt, why the hell did we even invest in a hurt receiver? Sorry, Tony, I ain't mean to, you know what I'm saying, start this shit, but I'm just tired of this Mechie shit.
Okay, bloody. So what's the alternative on the roster? Dan Chisena?
XL?
He's on injury reserve.
XL.
I mean, what's the
yeah.
At least you can count on him
anyway.
So then, what are you talking about then?
I'm talking about a fourth option. I wasn't talking about the third option.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
I think Jimmy gonna get a.
Mexico start. Hell no.
I think Jimmy gonna get. I think Jimmy gonna get the swing at it before Mechie does.
It's possibility, but I just think that Bryce and Mechie, they just have natural chemistry for playing in college together. Him and Jimmy, they got a little chemistry, but it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? He barely looked Jimmy's way. And Jimmy was wide open on certain times.
You know they only had that one good year like that, right? And then Mechie was off into the pros, so that's all they had was 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year, but they put up a lot of numbers.
I mean, they did in college. I will agree, but I mean, like I say, that's college. It's totally different.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
that
like
is
this
college.
is, you know what I'm saying? This ain't like it's Chase and Burrow.
I get it.
Hey, let's give the boy a shot.
Yeah,
let me-
why not? You know what I mean?
Good.
My thing is, why don't they put Jimmy Horn on special teams? He can't do it or something? Because he did it in college.
Well, he didn't do a great job of it in college. I wish people would stop saying that. Jimmy Horn did not return not one kickoff or punt for a touchdown at Colorado. Not one. And then his last year Colorado at the punt return position, he got beat out by LeJontay Western. So
and Webster was damn good over there at Colorado, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say LeJontay Webster was good.
Yeah.
He was. I give him that.
Like I said, you know, I understand how people feel about Jimmy Horn Jr. I love the story. You know, him and his father, you know, their relationship. His dad is out of prison now. I think he's on house arrest in Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that's Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's father's
Well,
on house
I tell
arrest in
I tell
Jacksonville.
you what. Then, if he can't play special teams, he gonna be on the practice squad, man. But
Well,
the
I
problem is
think
he ain't gonna clear waivers.
no, he won't. I don't believe he would. He would clear waivers. I I honestly believe that Carolina will find some role, some way to keep Jimmy Horn. Now, what that role
Mm-hmm.
is, I have no idea. But I believe they'll try to find some way to keep Jimmy Horn Jr. on the roster. Now, people say that he has gotten bigger, this year. I haven't really paid him
I
any
haven't
attention.
noticed him getting bigger,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but they say he has put on some weight, got bigger this offseason. So we'll see. Next Thursday will be the first test in the Hall of Fame game. You know what I'm saying? And then we
Yeah.
got 3 more preseason games after that. So
So who do
we'll
you
be
think
able to see.
right now? Who's your six right now?
My 6.
Yeah.
I would say I got Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette,
Yeah.
David Moore, John Mechie, between Jaycee Reed and Jimmy Horn Jr.
What about
Carolina has typically carried 7 wide receivers. I think Bryson Tremaine could be that 7th wide receiver because of his
special
importance on
teams?
special teams as a gunner, right?
That's why he gonna make the
And
team.
and he's
And
a
he didn't do
willing
too
blocker,
bad. He didn't do too bad when they threw him the ball. He caught it. You know what I'm saying?
right? No, you're right. You're right.
And you just
So
said he's a willing blocker, so meaning that he can get more
yeah.
snaps because he can block.
Yeah, he definitely don't mind getting his hands dirty. He's a big body,
Right.
someone that you can count on over the middle. That's not afraid
Smart,
of contact. Got good
not dumb.
hands. Yeah. So I mean, you got a number of wide receivers. Just like I said during the offseason, even after we drafted Chris Brazzell, I just believe that there was going to be a log jam at the 3 and 4 spot, and that was going to be
So
between Brazzell, David Moore, and XL. When now Brazzell is not in the picture any longer, so
right,
there's more opportunity. The smoke, it gets a little clearer now
right,
since you don't have Brazzell anymore.
right.
You know, with the
So
possibility of being a 3 or 4. So right now, I would still say XL is in the battle with David Moore for that number 3 slot,
so
because
will
people tend to forget. People tend to forget that in 2024 he was a security blanket for Bryce. Right? He was a security blanket for
yeah,
Bryce.
in the
I mean,
in the Kansas City
yeah.
game
No, he was a security blanket in more than just the
and
Kansas City
Seattle
game.
or
Okay.
what the Kansas
It wasn't just that game.
games,
It was a
he was
couple
security
games.
blanket. But
Hey, hold on,
we didn't even use him
Atlanta
last year
boys.
because he was hurt.
Hold on one second. Hold
So
on one second.
he was
Hey,
basically a
shout out
non
Atlanta boy. Hold on, dog. Hold on one second.
make some
Hey. Okay, let me just. Hey, hold on one second, dog.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
shout out Hey, shout out Unc 2020, man. He said, "Fellas, good morning, my G. What's happening with you? Did you happen to bring by my muffin and my coffee this morning? That's all I want to know. That's all I want you to answer. Did you happen to bring my coffee and muffin this morning? So when I see you later, don't say I ain't asked you about it. All right. But shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, showing love to the channel, man. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. So go ahead, Atlanta boy. What you getting ready to say now? Is he still there? Oh, Bloody said he gotta make his delivery. All right, Bloody. Appreciate you for hopping on, my guy. Zaire Kiefer said Bryson Tremaine will make it. I believe so too, Bryson. I mean, Zaire, I believe Bryson Tremaine will make it as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uncle Gates said, is it possible Horn Jr.'s size was the issue and Carolina was just trying to protect him from himself, which is why he put on weight to absorb some of that contact? I think he put on that weight because the coaches advised him it would be good if he put on that weight. You know, he never really put on weight while he was at Colorado. I don't think they felt like he needed it in college and probably didn't. But in the NFL, if you want to stick in this league, you know, you gotta have a little bit of size. You gotta be able to break tackles. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he just did it on his own, if he was asked to do it. I have no way of knowing that. But if
Hello?
he has, I'm glad that he has, and I hope it's beneficial for him. So like I said, the preseason will tell it all. He will have enough opportunities throughout this preseason, starting
Hello?
next Thursday in the Hall of Fame game. What's up, Atlanta boy? Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
What's up, Nick?
I agree with you, man. I agree with you with everything you just said right there. I think he's going to have an opportunity to show what he can do. And if he can do it, he'll be good. But if he can't, then next man up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm a
big fact.
I don't I'm 100%. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am a number one fan of somebody else taking your job if you can't perform. So
Absolutely, 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 absolutely.
so
I'm definitely down for that. As he said, no muffins or cold brew today, Tony. Yeah. Well, I done had my tea, sir. SC, and I had my muffin. And matter of fact, my wife is baking some muffins as we speak. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna have one after dinner as well. Already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Atlanta boy? You back? You good?
Can you hear me? I guess I'm in a bad area.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, David Moore is a veteran presence, but just like how they had to let Adam Thielen go, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let the young dogs get their shine, you know what I mean? 'Cause you ain't
Yeah, but
really, you
Adam Thielen's asked for a release though. He wanted to leave.
that's true.
yeah,
He did.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His wife wanted to go back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
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 Go back
Let
to
me
the fold.
clarify that. Yeah. The Vikings came calling. She answered the phone. Not Adam. She answered the phone.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's
Oh
true.
man.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing. I ain't told not one lie right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir. So, hey, you fellas
What's the
got
hype?
anything else, man? Before we get out of here, what you got, Atlanta boy?
Well, say what the hype is about Jacine Reed.
Hey, he been doing his
Um,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
he was on the practice squad last year, undrafted rookie. Last year, I think he was on the Cleveland Browns practice squad, and Carolina picked him up. He was on the practice squad last year, and this year he has looks like he has gotten better. Looks like he's performing out there. They say he got great speed. He got the size. I think he's like 6'4",
hmm
200, 210 pounds. So, I've heard a couple people say that Jacine Reed could possibly be the outside vertical threat, over XL. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the game yet. So, but that I've heard that in conversation. Nick, what you think about that?
I mean, I don't know. A lot of the things I have seen from Justine Reed has been more. He runs really good routes. That I'll give it to him. He runs really good routes. That's more of what I have seen from him
So
as
we
of
need.
late.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, so I don't know past that. I ain't gonna say that he's gonna be the guy. Not yet. Could he possibly be the guy? It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. So
Okay.
Do y'all think Isaiah Simmons can rush the passer?
As a what?
Nickel to rush the passer, or like a outside joker to rush
Well,
the
I don't
passer?
know. I don't know. At Clemson, he started off as a safety. He's a big boy. They moved him down to linebacker. You know, he kind of flourished at Clemson as a linebacker, 6'4", like 245, ran like a 4.3 something at the combine. So he got the speed to play safety. But he has the size of a linebacker. I mean, you can say he's like a Cam Chancellor 2.0, but faster.
Sound
But
like
the
Thomas
difference
Davis to me.
the difference between Cam Chancellor and Isaiah Simmons, Cam Chancellor had that dog in him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I haven't seen that from Isaiah Simmons yet.
I
You
think he's getting
know?
better though.
Yeah, he might be
The
getting
way he
better,
the way he
but
blocked that play,
I'm
hell
talking
yeah.
about where he is right now. You know what I'm saying? Where he is right now. Um, I don't like to use the word bust, but he has definitely been a major disappointment since he's gotten in the NFL. Hence why he's been on like 3 or 4
3 team.
teams in a
No, it's
short
only two, ain't it?
short period of time.
It's
Yeah.
only been two,
Well,
right?
the
It's only been
Atlanta
two.
the Arizona Cardinals who drafted
Hmm.
him, and who was the other team?
I thought it was us. I just thought it was us. I thought
It's on,
he's been with us since then.
yeah.
Since they released him.
Well,
It's on the been one team.
so okay, so okay, all right. So my bad. I thought it was like three. I thought it was like 3 or 4 other teams. Well, okay, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know last year he came to us. You know, he was a linebacker, but then Dave Canada said that he was going to be working out and you know, trying to make the move to safety. Then he spoke out about that. Say he liked that position that switch back to safety. You know, he's comfortable doing that. That's what he played and you know came to college to be was a safety. So we we'll see. We'll see. Again, he's another one that should get plenty of playing time this preseason, starting next week in the Hall of Fame game. So we will see exactly hopefully we will see exactly what we can get out of Isaiah Simmons in these preseason games. So yeah, that's all I got on him. 336 is breakfast on you, Nick. Where you at? That's what I thought, D Cash. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He did play for the Giants and the Packers. I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Did he?
He
I
he,
don't
he did
remember.
play for the Packers and the Giants.
I thought he just for Arizona.
Yeah, y'all got me out here apologizing like I know I ain't crazy. Yeah, I recant my last statement. How about that?
Damn, I didn't remember him playing with Green Bay. Okay.
Yeah, SC, I do know more about ball in my right pinky than Howard knows in his whole brain.
Damn.
So Howard don't know no damn football. All he knows is to argue Bryce.
Man.
He got cut before playing with the Packers though. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope Lathan Ransom
Yeah.
can win that starting job. But it might be a tall test.
Who Ransom?
Yeah.
Ransom. I think Lathan Ransom is being groomed to take over for Trayvon Moore whenever they do decide to move on from him. They play the same position. I think Ransom is a lot better safety in the box near the line of scrimmage than he is playing free safety. I know he can play some. That he did at like he did at Notre Dame, but I think his best overall
Wrong school.
position.
Ohio State.
Wrong school. Wrong school.
Yeah, Ohio State. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he'll be a much better in the box safety.
Where did he play at most of
Um,
the time? I want to ask you this: where did he play out most of the time at Ohio State? I want to see
Free.
if you know
uh,
this.
that last year when they won the championship,
Yeah,
Free.
I think he at free safety, if I'm not mistaken.
you are correct. What people don't
Yeah.
realize about him, people thought that he was playing in the box, and that's why he had all them tackles. No, he was getting them
No.
tackles from the free safety position. He would just
Exactly.
come.
Yeah.
He would just converge on you so fast that you wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely has a quick first step, and he will come downhill with violent intentions. And he's a sure tackler. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I think that's
Yep.
something that we had definitely been missing from the safety position, is somebody that can
Yes.
come downhill, be a sure tackler, violent, ain't afraid of contact. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think right now they like 336 just said it. Ransom and Wheatley. I think Wheatley will eventually be the free safety, and Ransom will be your strong safety. He'll be your in the box safety. I
But
love that combination. Just thinking
but
about it.
they making it seem like Wheatley is more of a box safety than anything.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. He got the size, the length, the range, the instincts, everything that you would want from a free safety. He can also just tackle. He also can tackle, right? He also got a quick trigger. He also can come downhill. Um, but I'm not gonna say who I think is a better in the box safety. They both can do it, but I love Zakee Wheatley at the nickel. I mean at the nickel at the free safety. Yeah, I definitely
You
love him
think
at the free safety.
you think he gets playing time this year?
He'll get some playing time. I don't know how much,
Yeah,
but yeah,
Special teams.
I just
yeah.
think it depends on. I don't know, man. We got to see what Nick Scott do. I think that they're gonna keep Nick Scott on the field because they just like the veteran presence. But
Right.
at the end of the day, I do not believe. And people give Nick Scott a lot of like. I don't believe he's good. I'm gonna say that. I want to say that right now. I do not believe he's good.
But he's
But
always in the
the
right
way
position.
the way people have put him this last year, they have given him a little bit more trash than I actually believe he deserves. I
Yeah.
ain't even gonna hold you for that. Like, I do not believe he is as trash as us fans point him out to be.
Right,
Right. Yeah.
Because
right.
because at the end of the day, realistically, I'm gonna say this right now, and y'all might not like this. Y'all might not like this. The reason we lost that daggone game in the playoffs was because of Nick Scott.
Because of Nick Scott, he dropped that pick, man. What?
Hey,
That should have
he
been the
catch that
game.
interception. Hey, he catch that interception. We run the clock out.
Yep.
We run the clock out.
Okay.
That Nick. I mean, let's be honest. Come on now. I don't care how big goddamn Puka Nakua is. Oh, that ball was up for grabs. Take that.
Up for grabs. Thank you. Take that.
Tell me what would have
No,
happened
I
if Mike
feel
Jack
you.
had been right there. Tell me what would have happened if Mike Jack had been right there.
Hold up, because we see Mike Jack drop a clear pass in that Green
Oh,
Bay
from
game
Jordan
that he
Love.
could have
Oh
took
my
back to the house.
God.
He jumped up to catch
Yeah.
the ball and with nobody
I
around
don't
him,
know
Nick. So
what
that's
the
a poor
fuck he was
example.
doing.
Hey, listen. Hey, look, he was mad, boy. He was mad when he dropped that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should be. He should
Yeah,
be.
he
He
should
should
have
be
Oh
been.
mad at
my God.
himself.
But you know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. Mike Jack got too excited because of how much green field was over there. Nick
Yeah.
Scott let a wide receiver just play defensive back on him. Like, nah, dude, I don't care. I'm catching that. Because all you had to do was put it to
Yeah.
your body. What he was gonna do? What he can do? Punch it out against your body?
Yep. That's it. All you do is bring it to your body.
All you had to bring it to your body and hold on for dear life. And he didn't already touched you while you in the air. So as soon as you hit the ground, you down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, and I know it was a poor example for the situation, but at the end of the day, I'll take Mike Jack every day, twice on Sunday. Mike, hey, look, you know the bad part about this is, Tony. I do not believe we're going to be able to keep Mike Jack. I think he has shown too much growth for us to be able to keep him after this year.
There might be
Well,
That's just my
extra
honest
I
opinion.
would
core.
I would say this. I would say this. If they don't keep him, I think there's two reasons why they wouldn't. One, he asked for way too much more. He asked for more money than we paying Jaycee Horn, which I don't think Mike
He
Jack
gonna
would do
gonna do
that.
that.
Or
His
or
age.
two, Will Lee just went out and balled this year, had himself a year, and they feel
Yeah.
like we could say sayonara to Mike Jack. We already got your replacement.
Yeah.
So
I don't want him. I would love for him to stay. I would love for him to stay. It's just I don't.
hey, pay the
Maybe
man.
I don't believe he's going to. I don't believe we will. I know for a fact we cannot afford to pay two corners top money.
No.
Well, how you know that? How you know that, Will? I mean, how you know that, Nick?
Salary cap. You can't. So I listen to Pat Kerwin a lot. He says your top 4 guys cannot be above 40%. And knowing that the fact that if Bryce goes out here and performs this year, we're gonna have to pay him. We can't pay everybody. We
Nope.
can't pay everybody. That is when I'm gonna be 100% honest. That is when you have to see your front office in the best forms when they're able to replace talent with people from the draft.
If you
That's
ask
when that has to happen.
Nick, if you ask me, they should get that money they gave a Coker to Mike Jack.
Well,
I ain't gonna Coker's good. I ain't gonna always.
what I would say to that, Atlanta boy, just prior, just the offseason prior, Carolina did give Mike Jack contract extension or a new contract. So you would be asking, or you're essentially saying that we should have gave him a new contract in back-to-back years. It don't work like that, sir.
Yeah. I like what Ocho. I just don't think. I think that after this year, he's going to have a big. Because I think it went for 3 years, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to have a big talking point that he has outplayed that contract.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think his representation will have.
Yeah. Well, we would definitely see. All right, fellas, I'm about to get up out of here, so I'm gonna give my little closing statement. Thank you to everybody that's on the panel, everybody that's been watching in the chat, and I greatly appreciate you guys hanging in with me today. We have been here for 3 hours and 45 minutes, giving you nothing but great conversation about our favorite team, the Carolina Panthers. We do this 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. All right? 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you haven't subscribed, go to YouTube, open up another browser, go to YouTube, go to /@UO Sports Talk. That will take you to my channel. Subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Select all so that way you be made aware whenever I do go live. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't supported the channel today, please show support and love to the channel. The link is pinned in the YouTube chat at the top in the welcome to morning kickoff pinned message. I greatly appreciate it. And I will also put up the QR code here in the top right. If you have your phone, you can just scan that QR code, donate, give whatever your heart leads you to give, and show support for the channel. So let me read a couple comments real quick. Dcash said, "Keep pounding." Hey, all right, Dcash. Hey, I know you guys are gonna have a good time out at Fan Fest this evening. Make sure y'all be safe, drink responsibly, and keep pounding when you're out there. Kenny S says salute. All right, Kenny, appreciate it. Ronnie G said 800 jewels, turn it up. All right, Johnny, appreciate that. Super chat. I still don't know what the jewels are, but I greatly appreciate it. That's on Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, so I know he will appreciate it as well. He said, have a great one, fellas. Okay. Ace Boogie said, flashback Super Bowl 60. He said 61. February 17th, 2016, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Broncos 24, Panthers 10, MVP. Von Miller 2.5 sacks. All right, Ace Boogie. You got your shot in. Super Bowl 50. Appreciate that. Thank you for tapping in, my guy. All right, so yeah, go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk and subscribe to the channel. All right. Carolina may have more tactical flexibility than it has had in recent seasons. Jaycee Horn can become a movable defensive weapon. Ejiro Evero can disguise coverage and pressure from similar looks. Brad Idzik can use personnel in formations to prevent the offense from depending on one direct receiver replacement. Those are legitimate tools, but projection is not proof. The secondary must communicate. The front four must affect the quarterback. The outside corners must hold up when Horn moves inside. The receivers must execute the assignments created for them. The film must show that Carolina flexibility is producing sustainable football, not merely interesting training camp possibilities. That is what we will be watching when the preseason begins. Hey, thanks to everybody for tuning in to the Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. If you enjoyed the show this morning, share the show with another football fan. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications, all right? If you want to show support and continue the conversation, consider joining my Patreon community. The Patreon link is available in the YouTube description, along with my other social media links as well. All right. Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is proud to be a part of Carolina Armchair GM Network. Okay. So until next time, everybody, I'll see you Monday. Keep pounding.